Yeah, that was a full start. that must look fun. Hey there, Helios. Yeah, you were too early. I just noticed that instead of starting soon, I had this camera. Like, I go, uh-oh. I don't know. Was I picking nose or something? Yeah, wait. Anyway, we're fine. And I thought I'm just gonna be able to just go before somebody will see it. But you were early. I didn't answer you though. Weekend was fine. The moving, actually, they did mostly all the work. Just heavy stuff, something like 90% was done already. Which is bad because like I was supposed to help them. So they can save like, you know, knees and the spine, but like nope, they did it most of the things themselves. But yeah. Okay. I'm gonna run already Esoteric Ebb. And how was your weekend? And the next weekend is still on like in plans. I'm gonna have much more time on Friday. I'm gonna have most of the day of Saturday and some of the day of Sunday morning, maybe. I will see. Or we just gonna play long. And then I'm gonna wake up very late. All options are available right now and play. Tired because of the summertime adjustment. That's true. Yeah. That was like 2 days ago. Less sleeping, huh? Just like, you know, jet lag without using jet. Okay. Where we've been? I do want to push this game a little today. I don't want to do some like, you know, silly things. I do want to soon. We're gonna have this game with the child girl android Pragmata. Yeah, we're gonna have Pragmata soon. I really want to play this. And then there's also Soros, which I'm interested because I played Returnal and it's like kinda really, this is the same world. And I liked very much Returnal. I was streaming, I think, this long time ago. But there are no videos about that. From this Friday till next week and have my little guys. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's start. I go to Sphinx and then find other tavern. Okay, cool. First we're gonna go here before I'm gonna think about finding the quest, because I had an idea, just go through the quest and try to resolve them. But first we want to visit this tavern. There's a lot of talking creatures here. And there's a big ram sphinx thing that is drinking beer from the barrel directly. Okay, all normal. Everything's normal here. What's that? Jukebox. There was something about jukebox. Your eye take. Your... No, that was in... I don't know. I think I had a dream of jukebox. Your eyes take in the anti-seeing green glow of the diskettes. What are the diskettes? Of course I know. Or not. An esoterical... Yeah. Esoterical infused stone disc, which had been engraved with a spoken word spell. These have been mass-produced since the mid-arcane era. They weren't made of stone, but okay. A spoken word. A second level transmutation spell that allows the caster to engrave a spoken message onto a surface. Whoever touches it will telepathically hear the message in their mind. However, this spell has been mostly used for the last 2 centuries as a way of mass-producing music record. Their presence lights up the night in glorious riff. Oh hell yeah! Now we're talking. So many nights spent looking over the track list. Just don't think about the time they threw you out of for playing DLS 15 times in a row. Now I remember, I'm reading this book. I mean, I'm listening to audiobook and there was a jukebox. No. Heavily snowing at your place? Oh my lord. Oh no, I hope it's not gonna happen here. I've changed my tires to be the summer ones. My winter ones are already, like, you know, placed. If winter will happen again, I will not be able to drive. Especially with kid. Freaking weird. But then again, I think like 3-4 years ago we had snow in May. That was also weird. I just like kind of figured out, you know, it's getting actually pretty warm so early. I know. That's weird. That's weird. It's on negative Celsius? Or it will melt immediately? DLS, Dillian's Last Stand, the classic dived boop, that got real popular around the time you were born. All the Rizian players know it. Play the disc called Highland Filling. You press the button and the glowing disc is pushed by tiny metal sprungle. The crystal connected with the speaker system touches the stone surface, and the music begins to play. Check the other buttons. You press one of them and the mechanism inside doesn't activate. The jagged movement indicates that the deeper sprungles have broken off. Unfortunately, that means only the first 3 diskettes are playable. Act 1, Scene 70. Hill walls. Ah, it will melt. Yeah. Okay, I like this one. He wants to kill us. By the way, we have already pretty high. What that was, Druidcraft. It is whispering to the spirits of nature. You create tiny harmless sensory effect that follows you. And it will allow us to engage with primal entities. Yeah, this is speaking with animals. Like, we can speak with that? Nope. Incredible machinery, amazing. At grand entrance or exit. Heal me. Sir, heal me. Okay, we need to... whatever. Doesn't matter if that's gonna be lucky or not. Damn it! I could actually change something. That would be go over 20 and we would know everything about this guy. This wouldn't help. This escape button is... Ugh. What do you have? Can we steal it? Well, it's nothing good to steal. Dream patch. I just took it. There wasn't even a test for that. This is the guy. He's the tiny man sitting on a tall chair, a glass of something strong clasped in his hands. My dear officer of law. He slurs with a mischievous glint in his eye. Not a glint, pain. He clumsily nods, almost spilling his drink. Citizen? That is who I am. A mere part of the spirit, the national identity of Norvik. Feelings a bit too far to the left and almost falls off this chair. Anyway, come. partake in the nectar of the gods, or at least what passes for in this establishment. So we find ourselves on the precipice of this grand experiment of democracy. He takes a big sip. What will you vote for, officer? Don't get him started, the goblin mutters behind you. I'm voting for nationalists. The seductive allure of the familiar, the comfort of the past. But what is nationalhood? You look at folk gathering in one place, one giant bubbling cauldron of a place like the city here, and you will quickly feel the weight of clothing cultures. Language, behavior, everything else. Is human nationality you vote for, or is it nationhood for all who wish to call themselves Norwegian? Only humans. All who are... No, I'm gonna be this one. I'm gonna be this guy. We're here first. First, that would be the trolls, or the beasts of yore, who build the basis of the city. But I do not wish to berate your stance, if that is what you believe. Folk should have the right to govern themselves, and humans do not have much say after the Coast War fiasco. This gnome sure can talk. He's very inebriated. But now, since you are the carrier of law in this here city, a good question would be, what is law? Oh, gods. To carry such a burden of holding the law, would it not be fair to ask what it is? Think about it. Your answer will matter. Your choice could change the world. Good night of earth. Cleric of the bourgeoisie, whatever that is. Law is power, law is peace, law is tyranny. Law is whatever the hells I say is. The gnome nods. Wow, he nods so hard his face hits the table. You hear him snoring softly. Party's over. Thanks, gods. Leave the gnome in his superior. And this guy, can we talk finally? Assassin? The scent of smoke fills your helmet as you approach the hooded goblin. He takes a drag from the pipe, his rough face illuminated. He's glaring at you. Didn't he see you at the pillars crossing? The hooded goblin does not reply at first. Then he just looks to Snell with a full frown. I see you're getting more grand by the day. Fuck you. Kick him. As your foot is about to hit him in the shin, the goblin reveals a dagger from his cloak. Faster than you could spot it. He's got it pointed towards your boot. You barely manage to stop yourself from stabbing yourself on his dagger. How fast is this guy? He then slowly retracts his dagger, hiding it as smoothly as he pulled it out. I suggest bothering someone else, human. Glass him? So who do you work for? Why would I tell you? Why wouldn't you? It is embarrassing. Do you work for like Visken or something? The goblin freezes. No. What? He does. Wow, yeah, you didn't even need to pick up on anything there. Back off, human. When are we voting for election? None of your fucking business, human. It is my business. He blows out a big cloud of foul-smelling smoke. Nah. You know this guy Snell? Sure, that's rats. Ignore him, it's not interesting. The hooded goblin lets out a cloud of smoke. Listen to your pet, cleric. What was that? Did you say something, Chris? Killing intent. Pure rage is building in your companion. Kohnyu scoffs at Snell's question. I feel like there is some tension here. Both of them just quietly glare at each other. What do you know about the tea shop? He doesn't know shit. The hooded goblin laughed. Need help, huh? Figured. So... you will help? Nah. Now fuck off. Your companion turns to you and mutters. God, he's such a fucking cunt. Okay, glass him. Glass him? Is that dangerous? I don't know what that means. You grab a half-filled glass from the table as the goblin watches your movements closely. That's his drink. What a powerful and manly move. Your companion gives you a careful look. He wonders what the hell you're about to do. Time to decide what glass he means, eh? Exactly. Guess you can make it mean anything you want. Give him the glass. A toast for you. Pour out the alcoholic content into the throat. Smash it. Yes, let's do it. As you violently attempt to press the glass into the goblin's face, he reacts, swinging his cloak around, blocking your vision from its target. Before you realize, the goblin has grabbed his glass bag and moved underneath your legs in one fell swoop, standing behind you. A blade pressed firmly against your inner thigh. Whoa, hold on, Russ. You failed. No punishment. I yelled? The goblin slowly removes his blade and takes a sip from the glass. He picks up his pipe from the ground, taking a big drag. The ghost is made of brave folk. There are folk who wield force, the kind of break kneecaps and spirits. Then there are survivors, the folk who take beatings and pain and make it through every day despite living as a prey. He leans back in the seat, blowing smoke in the air. You are the third kind of folk, human. Sounds like I should be the first kind. He lets out the smoky scuff. Human, trust me. You are the folk type meant for slaughter. Right, extremely dramatic, both of ya. He gives the hooded goblin a quick bow. But thank you for not killing the cleric, Russ. Then he gives you a thumb up. And thank you for doing that, cleric. Best thing I've ever seen all year. Fuck you, you grand piece of shit. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. So much. And the gym is going right? Yes, I will. It's dusk. I was today's morning also. Yeah. I'm really feeling freaking sore after the Friday. I'm still sore. So today's gym was also painful. But it's going fine. Very fine. Donation plate. How much there is money? I can steal it, but that's too risky. There's a small plate with a fair bit of crowns scattered above the surface. That's her. The goblin glances at you as you approach the donation bowl. I want to donate crowns here. You do. How much though? How much do I have? I don't know. Okay, let's see. Let's see how much we have. Are we gonna be nice to her? 500. We're gonna donate 100. Yep. Donate 100. You open your pouch and pour a hefty amount of crowns into the bowl. You manage to almost fill it. Almost? Let's fill it. She stares at you open-mouthed. But that's... Thank you, cleric. Damn, that's like half my month's rent. You can't really, like, take that back, are you? You can take anything back, Snell, if you try hard enough. No, I'm gonna just... She deserves it, Snell. Oh, sure. Well, why not? Because you've got the money to spare. I want to donate? You do? No, I don't. No. I can give 11 only. Okay, let's go with everything. A good amount. Oh, thanks, cleric. I want to do the... Yeah, so we just gonna now give 1 and it's gonna be probably like how dare you say she doesn't acknowledge it. Rude. Okay. And we could take it back, right? No, there's only 19. Oh my god, I was cheated. Goblin Cave Bard. Another goblin. This one is looking to escape. She works hard, but only in ways that improve her craft, her passion. She does not care for politics or the world at large. Yet she tries to uphold a sense of understanding in order to further her act. Okay, let's talk. New dialogues. The goblin seems to be playing around with the strings of her instrument. She's tuning it. Okay, bye. So her entire body jolts when she sees this. She's frightened by the Earthguard colors. I'm playing in a second, okay? Can I request a sock? No. Damn it. Go away, she mutters under her breath. I need some tense ambience for all the conversations I'm going to have here tonight. Discuss whatever artist wants to hear. Be ambience. Every hero needs a bard. Wink at her. She cannot see your wink. Come on. No, actually she could. Maybe. But she can hear the over-enthusiastic wink sound effect you make with your mouth. How does it sound? She finishes whatever she was doing to her instrument. Alright, let's hear this shit. Don't dance. It will hurt your chances at anything in this tavern. Give her the arcane music box. Her eyes sparkle as she glides her hands across the surface of the esoteric wood finish. What is it? Where did you find it? In the city below. It was in some weird mystical corner? So it's dungeon loot, huh? But you're giving it to me? Figure you're the only bard nearby, so... Yeah, I can't use it myself. Well... She brings it before her and starts to press buttons and twirls knobs. That's a DJ console. Damn, this is amazing. Oh my god. You can even record samples. This is like a diskette studio, but small enough to carry. I know exactly what to play with this. She glanced up to you. Thanks. Just play something cool and I'll be happy. She's so deeply invested in her bugs that she appears very aware that you're even standing here. Let her play. She shakes a bit, nervous as can be. Okay, here we go. Leave and let her play. Is that a quest done? Is she playing something? Oh yeah. An old well. Let's talk with it. You approach the old well. It's dry and very, very deep. You can survive the fall. Do it! Is this wishing well? No, I wish I was the greatest knight in all of Ascani. Nothing happens. Won't look at that. That must mean you're really the greatest knight, right? He's making fun of you. Look down the well. You see only the darkness. I'm gonna jump there, but right now, not right now. Let's talk first with everybody. Okay, monstrosity. Thousands of years spent guarding a hole in reality. Remember, her perception is beyond your ability to conceive. For her, a day is a fleeting moment, unless you make it memorable. Oh, this guy. I should use bonuses in the end. Cleric Norvig, the dwarf glows, smoldering eyes glittering as he bowls before you. Lovely to see you. Me and Remus here are taking a little break before we head back to Dvarkby. Hello, Askel. He laughs, clearly somewhat inebriated. Oh, and I hope the pickaxe been treating you well. Try to pet Rumbles. The rust monster snaps at your fingers and Askel gently pushes your hand away. I suggest staying at a distance. You're essentially trapped in his favorite meal, Cleric. The pickaxe? Oh, right, the thing. Yeah. Again, it doesn't quite work, right? But if you play around with it, I'm sure you'll be able to get something useful out of it. Syrian Venturer. That'd be a decent term for it. Though some veterans would give me a crap if I try to label myself that way. I've only been around a few laps. Like where? Oh, mostly city below. It's less interesting than it was in my father's time. But during the real dungeoneering. Back when they'd go venturing all the way to Dolstad, to the Forge of the Furies. But there are still a few crevices to crack open right here in the city. I'm sure you've noticed yourself down there. Even in a top level area like Dolstad below, there's quite a few secrets to uncover and monsters to run into. He's a classic delver. Norvik's a bit of a dry spot at the moment, but some areas inland get various adventuring investment parties from time to time. He laughs. Though I did not join the venture of the Bird Coast on time, just to be outskirts, of course, to some cobbled hell ruins. Can't talk more about it. I signed a hefty NDA. Okay. Non-disclosure agreement. A document that forces you to shut up about something usually not esoteric or binding. Where are you from, Haskell? My home is a settlement of Stenström. You haven't heard of it. Tell me more. Not much to tell. Thanks God. Stenström is small and peaceful. I get back there once every other year or so to visit family. They sometimes want me to stay and I join the mining corps. Maybe when I'm older. How did you end up here? In Norway? He scratches his beard. It was a business trip originally. I joined one of my uncles on the delve. That got me hooked. Ended up just sticking around on the third trip. So when you're leaving? He laughs. Depends on who wins the election. He shakes his head and mutters, but really, I'm a bit lost of soul. At least until I find those lost mines, then I'll be set for life. Remus lets out a screech. What kind of dwarf are you? I'm the underdwarf. That's where the glowing eyes come in. You're descendants from Azores. We're descendants from Azores, and distant cousins of exiled Asgalis dwarves here in Norvik. Don't call him a dwarf. Askel's clearly one of the good ones, so use whatever words he's happy with. It's interesting that you are all of a sudden so interested in getting on his good side, simply because of his job. Gotta keep networking. Gotta keep those contacts fresh and lucrative, so don't call him a slur. So you're a dark dwarf? He looks at you in silence for about 10 seconds before breaking it with a groan. Where I'm from, you get smacked for saying something like that, but I get it. We're grayer than our surface skin. He straightens up and grins at you. When Asgal fell and his underground empire reverted into its original hybrid shape, his followers were exiled to the surface. That's the dwarves here in Norvik, the exiles. Then we've got those fancy dwarves who took over the fallen empire. The empire dwarves, as they call themselves. Then there's us. Some call us the dark dwarves, but we prefer the term underdwarf. Even if our own term for it is Glodvarg, which means something more like smoldering dwarf, I believe. I prefer dark dwarf. You're not the first human to say that. We had an ambassador once, Baham, who refused to change his wording. Almost became a coastal incident when we strung him up in his underpants by the dock. He laughs. Anyway, this is your turf, your rules. You just don't expect that to pass down under. What you're voting? A bit of sensitive subject. I try not to be vocal about my thoughts, but I'm leaning Asgal. Might go free strider since they've got one hell of a program plan for privatized adventuring and delving across Ascani. But then again, I don't exactly believe myself to be such a winner in the Golden Heart world, if you catch my drift. The rust monster will make a screeching noise. Romulus sure does. I see Norway has done a great job administering adventuring rights over the years. The party of Norway will continue the legacy. Yeah. It's functional. Could be better, but you're not wrong in any way about that statement. But we'll see. There's still time until. Romulus and I have some thinking to do. Oh my god. My nose is itchy. The rust monster touches his hand with its brows. That's all for now. See you on election day, Askel. So, still not full. Who's that? Agent Vera. We were talking already somewhere. Let's steal. Good choice. It would be something akin to 1,000 months standard fare, really. Obviously, all of my proprietary deals would have to be included in that. Look at the feet. Obviously. Which would make it more akin to double that price, at least. Dark woman places her cap on the counter and leans forward. We hope you'll consider it. The fiendish woman behind the counter gives her a wide, sharp grin. Vera turns to leave and almost walks right into you. Whoops! Cleric, lovely to see you again, but I can't stop to chat. Do swing by Waterline later, will ya? As the orc steps past you and leaves the tavern, you look over to the woman behind the bar. She locks eyes with you while putting away the orc's cap. Approach. Demon. It's a demon. Okay, money, money, money. This is what you get when the pragmatism of devilhood mixes with the dexterity of a human-ish fingers. A mint-making, crown-conscientious capital creator of the highest class. What we can steal? That's a lot. Let's talk. Behind the counter stands a woman of fiendish origin. Focus on filling up one of the taps. She immediately stops when she notices you approach. A tiefling. Welcome to the Drunk Sphinx. What will... My god, Lord, the cleric. How lovely to see the city stop by. She gives you her full attention. Name's Rixbeater. I'll be serving you tonight. I'm the cleric of Norvik. The cleric? Oh my, aren't you Catch? I am. How did that happen? Point out to her horns. Oh, she mouths and gives her left horn a pat. Funny story, actually. My family fled the last megastorm of the Hexi. I think it was in the last few years of the Coast War. They were invited to join a Virgin guild due to my father's influence as a former diplomat. Megastorm like a storm, but mega. Don't happen often. Thanks. That's where I was born, so technically I'm native Virgini. But to answer your question, both of my parents were members of the Houses of Fire. Low ranking, of course, but still influential in the politics of several smaller coastal towns in the western jungles. Houses of Fire, the aristocracy ruling over several cities in Hexi. They are famous for being elven, human or even celestials who intermingled with the demonic forces of the region. And I don't know if you know much about the folks in Hexi, but let's just say horns are quite common sight among the highborn. She talk too much. You talk too much. She puts a smile. A false smile. I'll keep that in mind, cleric. You're the tavern owner? Do you have a bunch of information that could help me in my quest? Sure. If there's anything I can do for you, just ask. I know more than most in this sprawling city of ours. The city is not hers. We all share this place. It is as much hers as it is yours. Oh, Snell! She exclaims as she notices him over the counter. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Want something to drink? I'm on the clock. He nods towards you. Oh, you're the escort, eh? That's not how I'd praise it, but sure. She laughs and sticks a sharp finger in your face. Don't get Snell into much trouble, you hear? He's already grumpy enough as is. The two of them clearly share a past. In an enemies to lover kind of way, only without the lover's part. So, enemies to nothing. What's up with the... That's Aldous, great girl. She's a Genosphinx. She's been here since like Irrigate era, but good luck getting more than out of her. She's always drink this much? Yeah, that's the only reason this place stays open. She let us all hang around her sacred chamber, and in return, I get her pumped on some river wine. Cost-wise, it's not that much worse than a regular city rent. Thanks for telling me, no problem. You two friends now? No. Don't say that, you're hurting my feelings. There's tension here. If you want to rise out of him, ask about it. I sense sexual tension between you two. That's... Snell quickly snaps out you with a glare. That's a statement I'll strongly refute, cleric. The fiendish woman nods. Of course, refuted is. For sure, absolutely. She laughs and leans over the counter. All jokes aside, this is all just part of the job, you know? Creating sexual tension? A bit on the nose, but sure. Flirting? Well, sure. Bullying? I wouldn't call it that, more like playful teasing. Harassing goblins? No, that's more of a hobby. Being a little fiend? They're just in my blood. Being sarcastic? Always. Talking too much? No. She gives you a stern frown. The goblin raises an eyebrow. She bursts out laughing. Actually, yes. Being a pain in the ass? Every day. Answering all my questions? Every single one. I see. It just happens to be as such that Snell here is a very hard nut to crack. The hardest. The goblin closes his eyes and mutters something to himself. A series of expletives. Your companion doesn't seem to enjoy the horned woman attention. Horned woman attention. You do not feel any nervousness speaking to this woman. Well, duh, she's not your type. That's pretty obvious. Does Snell spend a lot of time here? You don't need to ask her, it's not relevant. He does, she says, ignoring his comment. Although this is the most convenient third place for the HWBT, so it's not like he's got too many options. We've got all the wonderful goblin we could need here every night. A place for community and socialization that is not the home of work. Or work. I don't think Snell finds you very attractive. Oh really? I hadn't noticed. Although, I do wonder what his type is. Probably something weird like lizard folk. Really? She says with an exaggerated expression. What a juicy rumor. Don't fucking talk about me like I'm not here. And Cleric, don't play into your mind games. She'll drain the wholesomeness out of your damn soul. Oh, I like that. Drain the wholesomeness. I should put that on a poster. But what about you, Cleric? Do you find me attractive? No. Really not your type. Would be fun, but no. You do not feel even an ounce of fear or trepidation before this woman. She's not sexually compatible with you. She's nice. A good woman, but no. You do not feel that way about her. Don't be mean about it. Okay, I could potentially. She pumps a fist in the air. Yeah! Score! She laughs and says, I haven't seen such enthusiasm for a man since I dated that devil cultist. Boy, was he disappointed when he found out I'm a 5/4 demon. That was a joke, probably. Great, I've got some other questions. I'm searching for Paladin. She shakes her head. Don't expect to find much. I haven't seen Lord Gorm for weeks. You know him? I've had him few drinks, few times, exchanged a few words, so sure, I know him. What does he look like? Big guy, out-guard, like outfit, but with more gold? Not the type you'd like to arm wrestle. Other than that, green eyes, blonde, long hair. A fancy nobleman in armor. Got it. Did he wear a helmet? Oh, not wear a helmet? No, never actually. He always showed off those golden locks. A clear sign of corruption. What sort of man would choose to show skin instead of iron? Guess his proclivity for vanity very much surpassed your own cleric, she says, with a playful smile. Sorry. A lot of reading. You ever hear him saying anything suspicious? She laughs. Look, drunkards say all kinds of shit. Can't read too much into it. What did you hear? Mostly a bunch of ranting about how every single political entity in the city should be burned to the ground. Some typical pro-human slogans, you know the stuff. So Lord Gorm is a fascist. Ah, that sounds like objective truth to me. She scolds. Being anti-democracy isn't personally cleric. What's anti-democracy about being pro-human? She sighs. Oh, God. Okay, so it's not that humans are bad. It's just Norwegians have a tendency to be very indoctrinated into the whole divine rights thing, which is very anti-democratic foundation. As such, pro-human has over time become synonymous with authoritarian human state. I didn't understand any of that. It's okay, Cleric, I can be very chatty. You know where I can find him? I hear all kind of rumors, Cleric. Either he's cracked under the pressure and started living as a fisherman or beggar on Waterlane, or he's dead. Somewhere in the tunnels below fighting undead abominations. Or he's jumped on a ship to Milltown. Maybe Lord Gorm wants to head out into the infinite waste through a tall pass. Either way, I don't think you're going to find him, Cleric, but maybe there's some clues as to his fate somewhere here on Tolstad. Who knows? Thanks for the information. Do we have something that we would like to more, like, get the information more about than anything else? Yeah, the tea shop. What do you know? It blew up! She looks shocked. People keep saying that. Right? Very strange. She gives you a quick shrug. Wasn't here. Not usually in Tolstad over noontime. I'm more of a night gull, obviously. So I'm not much help, sadly. I've just heard the regular. But I can recommend talking to the kid at the kiosk upstairs. His brother comes in here often and I overheard him talking about it. Yes, I spoke with Arn. Great. Hope you didn't scare him too much. Kidding. And tell me about the owner of the tea shop. The drummer? He's a really piece of work. Like, I'm impressed that he kept that tea shop afloat for so long, but look, I just don't know rumors, okay? I love rumors. She leans in with a smirk. Same. Drummer kept the tea shop full of Asgalists, mostly young ones, but supposedly he'd been working with the Free Striders on the side. Like some kind of spy, she laughs. Could you imagine? Do you think he blew up this tea shop himself? No. She shakes her head and repeats her answer. No, that bird couldn't make a ballsy move like that. Now, run away from it? For sure. That's what I would expect. And indirectly, I'd be surprised if he's not at least a little to blame. Does he come over here? Nah. Or well, yeah. Yes or no? Look, I see him around. He's not regular, but when he does show up, he's loud and wants to perform, you know? She gestures, drumming on the counter. Not the greatest patron. Where do you think he's at? Well, I do remember him mentioning something of an escape plan one time. Really? That sounds very relevant. The bird was wrong, okay? Muttered something about covering every liability. And how his escape plan was. Look, I thought it was a bad joke. But he said, from what I can recall, that his plan was to sneak into a crate and ship himself to it. Oh, idiotic. You'd have to survive for weeks in a tiny cramped space. That's ridiculous. That wouldn't work, would it? I mean, I'm sure it happened at some point historically. Bilbo Baggins and the barrel and all the dwarves. Anyway, she shrugs, drunken rumblings, but if I were you, I'd check Waterline. That's for her. Do you know a man called Frank, son of Frank? Your question causes her to let out a hearty laugh. I'm so happy I'm not the one having to ask that stupid fucking question. No, I'm afraid I haven't. She eventually managed to tell you. Sorry, Cleric. She cannot help you. She probably gets hundreds of people using that fake name during any given week. Did you read the Asgard chant? Nah, not my scene. But since the tea shop went poof, I've gotten a lot more patrons bringing it here. I wonder why. Very strange, she thinks. Winks. Why? She sighs and rolls her eyes. The Asgals love that tea shop. Now they're slowly tricking in here. Is that Asgard chant a big newspaper? Oh gods, no. Just very popular copper paper. Where is it printed? No clue. Here it's somewhere on Tolstad though. In some dark corner, probably by a group of angry dwarves, I imagine. So who writes the articles? A group of angry dwarves? She shrugs. Look, there's a reason why nobody knows anything about this damn thing. It's illegal. Whoever's printing, it doesn't have a license, so the city keeps trying to bust them. It's a sort of funny when you think about it. Is it a magical newspaper? No, just a very cheap one. printed and distributed in mysterious ways. So just illegal then. Oh, very illegal. And they've run it for like 2 years, I think. Crazy long time. Will be one hell of a story once they get off. If what people think about it, that it's ridiculous. You've got the third largest political paper in the city and it's printed in the shadows. Nobody knows who the chanter is and every article is just signed over written by a concerned citizen. It's very dramatic, but other than that, people either hate it or love it, depending entirely on their politics. Is the paper political? Not at all. Not at all. Indeed, it's in fact the only newspaper in existence that's ever managed to be completely apolitical in every shape and form. She's fucking with you. That's glorious. Okay, I'm joking, obviously. The Asgard chant is clearly a highly politicized paper. It's literally filled with a brim with Asgard propaganda. That's all for this. Who are you voting? That's a tricky question. Don't worry, I will not repress your political opinions. Promise? Promise. She clearly loves to talk about her own thoughts and opinions for days, so you've made this woman very happy. Early on, I've thought about voting for the Agricultural Party. They had a big focus on small business owners. That's me. But obviously they moved over to a bigger working class focus and now are completely swallowed by Asgardism. So now I'm leaning towards the Free Striders. They want to build up the economy and increase trade, which will directly make my life so much easier. Plus, it's hard to ever vote for the nationalists when they want my kind to be a second-class citizen. And the Free Striders will let you buy your way to first class or what? She gives him a half smirk, something like that. Sounds to me like you don't understand the nationalism. Sounds to me like you understand them all too well. She smiles with her whole face. Why would more trade make your life easier? She looks around. Holstad is already a hotbed for travelers coming in from around the coast. If the tariffs have lowered, especially between rich young cities, we'll be seeing twice as much traffic on Waterline. That means twice as many patrons. I might even have to expand. Why not vote for green? She holds up a hand and gives you an incredulous look. I like to keep my profits there. Companion scoffs. You like the Agricultural Party? Liked. They had a neat manifesto, okay? Freedom of movement and business type shit. So you're a freestyler. Hey, just because I'll vote for them doesn't mean I'm dedicated to thrive. They happen to be the most useful for my business and nothing else. Okay. I'm not picking the other option because we are going for nationalist path. You hear anything about masked assassins running on Toasted? No? Sounds like a cult. Tell me everything you know of these cult assassins. Of course, so she leans forward over the counter and stares at you. Your companion looks at her and then back to you. The fiend keeps staring. Hello? She gives you a serious expression and nods. She just told nothing, but okay. She's making a joke. Wait. She claps her hand together. Okay, Clary, that's all I know. Thanks for asking, though. They're trying to kill me. Oh no, that's not good. But I'm sure you'll be fine. The city is strong and eternal, right? Damn straight. Hell yeah. Could it really be a cult? Wouldn't be the first one. Nor the last, probably. We had a death cult a couple of years ago, but that ran amok. What was it called? Blorg something? Blorg? Really? They were horrifying, I promise. Then there's elemental cults popping up every now and then, but most of them are pretty tame, or at least blah 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 blah. Okay, I don't care about this cult. Okay, tell me about yourself. Is there anything you good? How do I get? Oh, this is I don't know. How to get to Undercoast? You're a devil or a demon? Hint? Neither. You know. I suppose the city classifies me as a fiendish guest citizen, or whatever the legal definition is, but I'm blood, Origins demon, like all the houses of fire. She does not like talking about this too much, which is why she stops herself from ranting any more than she already has. She winks and says, I try not to flaunt it too much, tends to get the boys a bit too excited, you know? That really crave the abyssi. Don't say out loud, abyssi. What? You heard me. She cracks a devilish, demonic smile. I don't know what I said. You know, I have heard that term before. It's one of those things the youngsters throw around, right? It's a bit cringe, isn't it? Your legs falter, such a blow. You probably shouldn't say that out loud. If you won't listen to your senses, then at least listen to your bartender. What's your mother's maiden name? Am I allowed to say that? Isn't that a curse thing, like knowing the true name or a devil or something? Don't worry, just say it. Alright, well, let's just move on, and I will keep that secret just in case, okay? She winks at you. You're unaffected by the wink. Tell me about business. My favorite topic. I've got several businesses, in fact. Some people call me a bit of serial entrepreneur. So it's just a tavern, not an inn? Not an inn, sadly. I've been thinking of expanding, but as you might imagine, it's quite difficult, especially with all the wonderful complexities created by our dear Homelord. The magistrate handling construction, public works, etc. If only the city held another city below Crusade, then I might be able to dig out a few rooms, but for now, this is just a tavern. Though, usually local cat holds dance classes here once a week. What? I suppose during the election though. Anyhow, I'm rambling. Did you want the story about how I procured this location? Yeah, focus on that. This tavern was born out of my meeting with Olzis. She nods her head in the direction of the massive sphinx at the end of the chamber. She guarded this place for centuries, millennia. God only knows how long. Even our god, Lord Earth, just let her be. Our Lord saw this divine being and allowed her to continue her sacred mission. I managed to get her to open up a pit a few drinks later, and we've got contract signed. Today, it's a highly successful establishment with patrons from all around the world. Things are a bit slow these days with that whole tea shop drama, but alas, things will pick up soon again, I'm sure. This is not why you use us in a sentence. Oh yeah, she talks so damn much you barely even picked up on it. Okay, yeah. The film loves the sound of her voice. Could be very useful. Alright, no more personal questions. That's it. I can't reach from here. Okay, let's stick with that. Lul falls out of the ambient chair, just a bit of uncertainty as the cleric steps before the tavern's singular attraction. This happens all the time. Visitors come to gawk and stare, some brave ones to speak with her. The lady of the house, our most delightful host, look up at her. Towering, you stare at this somewhat feline creature up on the stage. A living myth, currently taking a swig out of a barrel. Clearly not paying you any mind. The scent of cheap wine lingers in the air, along with an esoteric sensation. Your legs tremble. Okay, let's be nice. Give her a deep bow and don't say anything. Good. Trick her like a cat. Let her speak first. The Sphinx looks down at you, meeting her glowing blue gaze make you feel like you're falling far, far below the world. There are eras of wisdom behind those eyes. Her expression turns dark. Dark tidings bring you to the heart. She speaks low and rolling. You expect her to act a bit drunker, considering the empty barrels to her side. Then again, who knows how well a Sphinx holds her liquor? A helm duck, dragging its leash around the vestiges of yore. She extends a claw. big as your arm, and pokes you in the stomach. Oof! What? Your scarf opens its mouth and nibbles in the direction of the claw. Totally forgot about this thing. Also, it does not seem to mind the mimic. I'm gonna... No, yeah, woof. Her expression grows lighter, then she lets out a deep breath. It smells like an old basement full of booze. She liked that. Somehow you've appeared witty to her. This sort of a joke only works once, so no barking. If you want her attention, you must do something remarkable. She takes another sip from her bottle, not looking at you. Watch yourself, cleric, he whispers to you. All this is one for idle chit-chat. You know the Sphinx? He shakes his head. Every night there's a drunk jackass that asks for a riddle. She usually doesn't hurt them. Oh, riddle! That would be fun. Thanks, Nell. Did you not hear me? Hello? I wish to prove myself worthy, grins Sphinx. Worthy, little one? Worthy? How? Don't you give out riddles? Certainly. Are you ready? Rhetorical. Yes, please, I know riddles. She finishes the last bit out of her barrel and puts it down with a slam. Then the Sphinx leans in, hissing. Once I had the sun's favor, my creed cling close the wall. Matured in shadows, I've witnessed empires rise and fall. Once left in silence, now the life of the ball. She raises her palm and gestures to the open chamber. Yet I remain a draught of remembrance, a history's thrall. What am I? Easy, a lovely poem about life's journey, how time changes all, even the simplest grape. Your companion smirks and gives a little chuckle. He knows. What do you think, Snow? The Sphinx turns to Snow with a frown. Oh, you know, this seems like a personal riddle for you, not me. So I'm just gonna watch, right? She nods. How many guesses do I have? Hopefully none, but you're not allowed one answer. Okay, what do I get if I get it right? The Sphinx shrugs and gives you a cold smile. Satisfaction. Is this a trick question or sort of deal? No, just a normal riddle. Can I think about it for a bit? No. Answer no or never. What happens if I make it wrong? She squints at you and raises her chin. Same as all those who wander these halls. You will lose everything. Eventually. There is no threat here. So means your only pain upon failure will be existence itself, a mortal life. Be right back, guys. And we're gonna do this riddle in a moment. Okay, so we need to make a guess and no second chances, or I don't know. Failure. You focus in mind, come up with something, anything that could be the answer to the riddle. Something old and time-worn that was once in light, then lived in shadows for a long time before it became popular again. What could it be? You only get one shot, so make it count. Okay, one more time. So probably if we would succeed, then we would have an answer, a smaller choice. Once I had the sun's favor, my creed clanging close the wall. Matured in shadows, I've witnessed empires rise and fall. So something very old. Once left in silence, know the life of the ball. What? Literary draw of remembrance, a history troll. Why? Wait a second. So let's. No sun. The moon. I guess I don't understand every word here. No, I don't think so. Goblins? No. Humans, dragons, sphinxes? No. Favor of the sun. Sphinxes? But no. Music. The sphinx is... No, that is wrong. What? Why? Because it is wrong. Very wrong, in fact. There's no way you could argue it is correct in any coherent fashion. Watch me. I refuse. Although I suppose, yes. She gives you a strange look. That kind that says, I can make use of this fool. Are you interested in a quest, little one? Yes, yes, yes. Good. Then you may have another chance to prove yourself. She gives you a serious expression. Accepting a divine quest from a sphinx is no trifling matter, mortal. In fact, a few would survive such an ordeal. A quest? Indeed. Behind me stands a vault. It opens only to those worthy. Ooh. She leans her massive head towards, close enough for you to smell the wine breath. To prove worthy, you must solve my most ancient of riddles. So old it was handed to me when I first stepped inside this chamber. Millennia past. I'm pretty great at questing. I'm sure you are, little one. Your companion whispers to you. You're going on an epic sphinx quest now? Sure, why not? Not like we're on a job or anything. Turn to your companion and whisper. This is important, Snell. Maybe to you? No, really, it's important to the job too. Convince me. If I solve the riddle, I'll get to go inside the mystery vault. Besides, solving the tea shop mystery is one thing, but the vault could have anything behind it. He stares at you. It could even solve the tea shop mystery. He nods slowly. You're an idiot. Look, I won't stand in the way. Just don't waste too much time on it, okay? The sphinx stares at your companion. A hero must face much adversity during his quest. She laughs quietly to herself and takes a swig of wine. So what exactly is the Sphinx quest? This is a riddle, the answer of which is not uttered in words, but revealed by action. She goes quiet and closes her eyes. In action? Okay, just listen. Found within the arcane flare, twin tongues of flame that scourge the air. She takes a deep breath, leaving a wicked green, burrowed deep within the earth, a primal string to show your worth. Then she leans in and almost whispering those final words. Folk and gods in thronging herds, and men divine alone. Holds his words. Easy, you understand it immediately, Taylor. I get it. You do? A symbolic clash of all three categories of spells. It could be relating to the Gate era. The Gate era. No, cleric. That is not the answer. The answer is not something you can speak. She uses a massive claw to grab something from her pile of stuff and tosses it to you. Tavern key. Once you understand this riddle, return here. You can only solve it during daytime, alone. We wouldn't want anyone else accidentally figuring out this riddle, would we? She glances at her goblin companion. The goblin groans. I'm not interrupting the job for that. Do it in the morning or something before you pick me up. The Sphinx chuckles. I never sleep, so you can show up anytime after sunrise and before the tavern opens. What have you gotten yourself into? Sounds like this could lead to one hell of a treasure. Can you give me a hint? A hint? You dare stand before Sphinx and ask for a hint? What, is that some kind of social taboo? She puts down her barrel of wine and leans it. You can ask questions, but no, you do not get hint. So I'm supposed to do something? Not just answer with a regular odd word, right? Correct. Do the action I'm supposed to do have anything to do with... That would be a hint. No such question, please. What? What are the actual fucking rules here? Where am I supposed to... No location-based questions. Has anyone else solved this riddle? Her smile fades. Only a handful of folk have been proven worthy to enter the vault during the eons I've watched over it. I will only tell you more if you prove yourself worthy, of course. I will have to do something with you to solve the riddle, right? No. She winces. Damn it, that was a hint. New rule, you get one hint. And she can make new rules? Man, she's drunk. That was your own one hint. It's not something to do directly with me. So not like in a dialogue with you or whatever? Got it. Something like that. She sips on her wine, looking regretful. She says she's not drunk, but... Guess I just have to try some stuff. Trial and error, not the most silly tactic I've seen over the years. She shrugs again, her cat's shoulders sliding smoothly up and down. Which looks surprisingly fun with her whole feline body thing going on. Now, get back at it, little one. Is the tavern your lair, or your lair is a tavern? She lifts the barrel to her lips and holds that for a moment. Eventually she lowers it and says, that is indeed a riddle worth pondering. Do you like hustle and bustle here? I'm content for now. Has anyone tried to fight you? Yeah. Alcohol tends to lower risk assessment capabilities among mortals, which sometimes end with violence. Always from men. Strangely enough, I do wonder why. No always. You've seen some feisty women during your street watch days. You a big drunker? I partake. It does little to affect me, but the taste is lovely. We've never seen her sober, so who knows if it's true. Must cost a lot to get you all the wine. No. Rigsbitter procures it all for me. Such lovely river wine. She takes another sip. I've grown to enjoy the taste. Can I ask why? Why what? Why a tavern? I was convinced. She glanced at the pile of wine by her side. It was not a battle quickly won, however. Rigsbitter worked tirelessly for many an evening to argue her point. Eventually, in completing a few quests on my behalf, I let her rent out of part of my lair, but only for a century. Oh, is that all? Nice. What are you voting for? I'm not. You're not a political, are you? She shakes her head. I cannot leave to vote, I'm afraid. Even if it wasn't my business to leave an imprint on the affairs of mortals. You can't leave here for even a minute or two? I could, but that would break my divine quest. Understandable, you cannot do that ever. I would not have expected a mortal to understand. Interesting. If you could leave, what would you vote? I don't know. She points a claw at you. What would you have me vote for if you were in my shoes? The nationalists. They will uphold Earth's stability in the long run. Ah, yes. The servants of a dead god will surely be the best choice to safeguard the future. She gives you a knowing smile. She knows more than you'll ever learn. Okay, good to know. What do you know about the tea shop? It startled me, which is not an easy thing to do. I'd imagine you're quite close to it. Yes, an explosion like that has not been felt in this place for decades at least. Stay quiet for a few seconds, then jump towards her and yell boo. Yeah, let's do it. Ah, by the gods, you scared me, little one. She speaks to you like you're a child, which is understandable. You're so funny, little one. Giggle and feel proud. Yes, it reminded me of our darkness, what your people call the Fade era. It was a time just before I was tasked with guarding this vault. Then, the Molluska, Tulin and Kat often bargained with me for divine knowledge and assistance. I liked those snails. They were good company. I was saddened when their city melted under Uz's fire. The crackling of those flames, the terrible force that ruined everything in its path. Flames of many colors. Memories of beasts in the days of yore. Those thoughts stirred in me when I felt that explosion. Old magic. Flames of many colors? Blue, yellow and purple. It is said if you can see the purple, it will be the last thing you do. Tell me about it. I'd prefer not. His terrible reign is a topic left out of polite conversation. Whenever you see the flaming mounds upon the burned coals lit up in smoke and cinder, you will know. His will has not gone away, not for a moment. Could someone have used fireball to cause the explosion? The Sphinx shrugs. I've seen more than a fair share of those in my time. Seems like everyone uses it. A third level fireball would not come close to that power. What about a higher level fireball? She shrugs. It would have to be very high. So who knows, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. Do you think it was dragonfire that caused the explosion? She's cussed. I do not. It was much too consecrated of a blast. Besides, a dragon large enough to cause such destruction would also surely not be capable of sneaking away without a single witness. That's sure. That's all. Thank you. What's the door behind you? Nothing. This is what? But it's clearly something. How perspective of you, little one. She holds up a paw as if presenting a prize. Behind me lies one but divine vault of many. She lowers her head slightly in a tiny bowl. I'm its protector. It's really not more complicated than that. Oh, attempt to flirt. Let's do it. You're a very impressive creature, you know that? She taps her claws. Where are you going with this, little one? Oh boy. Get ready to run. Yeah, this might be a bad idea. Your goblin companion kicks you in the shin. You wanna get mazed? He hisses at you. That's how you get mazed. This goblin is referring to the concept of being magically transported in an endless prison, which is technically something a Genosphinx could be capable of, just so you know. Charisma 30. What? Okay, no, never mind. We will not do that. Right, little one. I'll assume you simply coughed very loudly. I'll be going now, thank you. Great Sphinx. Yeah, bye. See ya. Ah, there's a door. The main exit? What was the other exit? Ah, okay, so this is another place I wanted to get. Okay. But there's a snail. So we could jump there. Because why not, right? Let's do it. Continue, jump. Excuse you? You're doing what exactly? I'm jumping down the well. You say that if it's somehow a good idea? Just jump. Snail grabs you. No. That's a bad cleric. He wrestles you back away from the deep hole. But now I wanted to jump down. Not on my watch. If you wanna die from rapid fucking dungeon descension, do it on your own time, asshole. You just have to come back here without Snell if you wish to reach the below. You know you can do it. Constitution says that we can do it, so... Just need to live with Snell somewhere. Let's find the bird, the tea shop. Oh, he's some kind of crate. Oh, we can use the long hand and take that. Did you just rip those mushrooms out of the pot? Yes, what? Why did you do that? What? It was cultivated there. It was a potted mushroom. I'm right to do. Damn right it is. Someone worked hard cultivating those. And now you've just taken them. Stop with this sermon by the gods. Stop complaining. You're the one complaining. Literally, no one will care. I guess so. Now it's weird. Oh yeah. Pretty good. Something is very wrong. Her eyes are striking your soul. Hold on to that feeling or you will be consumed. She wields power you could only dream of, yet her actions betray her nature. Evil? God? Good, sorry. Is selfishness for one stripe the defining trait? No. Okay, let's talk. Do we have something new? Cleric, the lady leans back in her front. You have returned. I have some other stuff than the tea shop to report. The tea shop first, cleric. Focus on the first. Tea shop first, null notes. Tea shop first. Jeez, fine. Is this your garden? No, this is sanctuary for all. I'm just its keeper. So it's your garden. She sighs. Yes, I suppose you could say that. Take a deep breath. How? How does this garden function? We use naturally occurring light sprites. Not sure. Is this some kind of power primal magic? This is not primal magic. It's something different. Further below, we also cultivate a range of deep fungi. If you meet her, speak with my gardener. She can speak more of the subject. Do people live down here? Yes. Goblins live down here. And other lower beings. Got a nice gander. Thank you. I'm here to talk about Nearly's rent. The lady laughs. She needs an extension by a week. Her laughter intensifies. And why would you care for my little songbird? Smitten, are we? She promised me a flower crown if in return. Her eyes narrow. Why do you want a flower crown? It's cute. Clench your fist. Another cackle escapes the dragon. Fine, I will grant her an extension. It wouldn't be the first time. But in return, you must do something for me. Her grin widens. An evil thought crosses her mind. She wants control over you, spiritual and physical. Dance for me, cleric. What? You hear chuckles echoing through the chamber. What? Dance. They are mocking you. What a terrible feeling. It's not worth it to order yourself in such a way. She's just bullying you, but why not do it? This might hurt your self-esteem quite a bit. Careful. You can do it. You're a master of physical orchestration. You can make them believe in you. Well? She asks with a broad grin. A little dance for dear Nearly's rent extension? What you say? She clearly does not expect you to actually do this. You see Snell slowly shake his head to you. Ah, give them the show they will never forget. That was a bad one. We're gonna get some damage probably. Your feet start tapping, arms swinging. You feel the pressure of all these goblins staring at you. At first you hear chuckles, then a mocking laugh. A step to the right, a step to the left, their judging eyes focus on your embarrassing footing and riff. What the hell are you doing? After a minute of this hellish performance you stop. Awkwardly and without cause, and Lady Sageleaf smirks widens in front of you. That is it. This is rock bottom. 6 HP for that. What a dance, cleric. You simply must do that again someday. Extension. Try not to cry. The lady sighs and waves her claw. It's granted. She can pay whenever she wants. She laughs along with the dozens of other goblins in the garden. Snell rubs his eyes. I'll never get out of my head by the gods, cleric. Quest complete. But at what cost? Now, go speak with Nearly again, please. What are you voting? You dare tread onto such a volatile ground here in my chambers? Yes. Really? You admit it. You dare ask of my political opinions? Yes. Okay, well, I haven't decided. Oh. Her eyes dart around the chamber to her subjects. Then her gaze lands on you once more. Yet. That's the best answer you'll get. She knows what's up. So you're not leaning in any particular direction, or... No. And I encourage you, every one of my subjects to think for themselves on what they wish to vote. She knows every goblin in her tribe will just vote for a preferred party if she were to express her thoughts. So she doesn't, to keep the tribe unaligned. She's incredible. A political tour de force. So this HWBT, what exactly is this? She snorts. It's an affiliation, an organization, a family. Your family? Yes. That's a lot of kids. The lady rises her chin. Any goblinoid willing to serve the family is welcome to my lovely embrace. Are you registered at the thief house? Of course. What do you make me for? Some huckster? We're registered as a tribal organization with some special regards. What's your role here? My role? She cackles. I'm director of operations. What is called the halfway bridge tribe? She takes a deep breath. Let's say it's obvious. My people have lived in the tunnels of Tolsat for 5 generations. 5 goblins generations. That's around 50 years. The tunnels underneath the famous broken bridge of Norvik, the bridge that only reaches halfway across the river. When I united us, the name grew popular. I have other questions? No, that's all. Okay, we need to get to Deerleaf. I don't really remember where she was. Completely. Am I gonna try to find her? Okay, this was like kinda this direction. Beware monsters, right? That was the place. Yeah. Good roll. Yeah, I think she was at the end. Maybe not. maybe not. So where was nearly? Prepare spells. Can take. Yeah. We don't need whisper into the creature. Yeah, we don't need speak with animals. As far as I understand, we can take cure wounds, comprehend languages, charm person, knock, and what's another thing that would take alignment? Let's do it. Okay, where is that quest? I'm not fan of this thing here, totally. Nearly the minister of the honor. Ah, yeah, okay, that was the nearly the the goblin. Yeah, let's go back. Actually, where the hell am I going? This is the wrong place, but let's check this guy. Actually, we went from other side, right? We weren't going next to the alligator. So freely, the goblin bard will be done, and then we can go for the crate. Yeah, I think that's good. I think there was a better, faster way. But I think time doesn't go if we move, right? It's only moving when we are talking. Yep. No, Central Toll said I don't care. Tunnel to the river. Also not. Ah, okay. Cannot remember this map. Miss Nearly, let her perish. She shakes a bit, nervous as can be. Okay, here we go. Oh, come on, so I can't... Okay, probably during the day we're gonna need to do that then. That's weird. See me, see me, see me. One of those rooms, I don't live here. Yeah, this is Nile. Just a door, obviously. Been there or not? Uh-huh. Been there. Now I want to get to the port location. So that was here, right? Yep. Oh, and the door swings open. Hey, oh, a pair of yellow. I'm picked to pick up the book. Yes, yeah, it's done. No. Yes. Now you pay. Payment how much? The process was quite complicated, but I handled it like the pro I am. The final cost is 250 Norwegian crowns. Oh boy, that's a fair amount for you. I know. You could purchase a basic spell book for 50. However, if this beard is as proficient as he believes himself to be, then it could be worth the cost. Make him lower the price. Yes. You gotta comb his feathers, you know? You just say, make it 100 and I will owe you big time. Wouldn't it be nice to have a cleric in your debt? True. Okay, pay 100, then you get your book. Nice, that's a big discount. Great, pay the 100. You toss in all 100 crowns from your pouch of holding and out of the slot in the door you see the end of the paper wrap book. Take it. Take it. You open the wrap, discovering a book that feels eerie to the touch. The inside is marked by some fiendish geometrical shapes, along with various arcane shortcuts. A masterpiece! You'll love using this as your spellbook, won't ya? Feels stingly on your touch, extremely esoteric. You're happy, I can see it. The yellow eyes still to the side as they peer at you from the slot. Now, be on your way, and mention my services to your clerical friends. I am the best, you see? That needs to be known. Will do, General. Sorry, your new book. Anything else before you leave? No, thank you. As your proficiency to your max prepared spells? Extra spells we can prepare. Noise! So good. So how many spells we could do now? The griffin is sleeping again. Guess we are again during the night. I don't think we've been here. Nope. Hemisphere coastal. That's a half. You approach the half sphere. The 8 bands. You see Divini, Torum, Ascan, Reeds, and Volgrain. The upper bands, those filled with the forces of God. Just good. Justice and the Norwegian way. Look at Divini, Torum. I am gonna skip those. Maybe some experience will come, yeah. Blah blah blah. Not so much into geography here. Oh my god, spinning around. You do so, revealing the other 4 bands. Those further away from your home band. You see Hexi, Kargamesh, Feltire, and Im. Kargamesh. Rocky one. Blah blah blah. Perhaps so. Hexi. Mountains. Feltire. Im. Okay, again, wrong one. Look at the Yorsi. Yorsi. Yeah, great. Seaward. Why is this hemisphere? It is not always depicted this way. If you look across the room, you can see a full globe version as well. However, the scholarly modern depicting of the world is indeed a hemisphere purely for practical reasons. Travel across the deeper parts of your sea can be done via arcs across the ocean, while travel across land of the sort that in any way approaches the endless waste will likely result in getting lost in long marches. I have no bloody idea what do you mean. Spin it back. The docks. The streets of Waterline. Looks like an archive. What's that? A guy. He keeps shuffling. What? Tinto? Hired smoke method? You look into the flames of the fireplace. A hissing voice calls you out. Didn't your mother ever tell you? It's rude to stare. Oh shit. Look closer. Squat down and look closer. Your eyes adjust to the brightness of the fire. A figure lies upon the lit timber. Like a puff of smoke, materialized into a solid chunk. It is a method, a primal spirit. This one appears to be made out of smoke and heat. I will stir as much as I want. Full spirit? Guess you will, fucker. I'm Tinto, terrible to meet you. I don't care who. Don't care either. Interrupts you. It looks back and forth between you and Estelle. I'm in charge here, so don't do anything nasty or I will report you to the task lady. Task? Lady? Amazing. Your goblin companion squints into the fire. Then he whispers to you. I hate these things. Is there something I can do to get you to look other way? Look, I'm bound here, you know? Only higher orders would allow me to look the other way. I'm taller than you, so... It's sized. A puff of smoke wisps into the air. If you were an elemental lord or something, that changed things. But you're not, so... Danger, fear, pain. Uh-oh. Yeah, it proved that you're worthy elemental lord by sticking your head in the fire. That didn't work. Oops. Shield. Your skin is shielded. Take off your right glove. Huh? With a shaky hand, you reach forth into the flames. Scream and reach back. The intense pain of searing flames makes it impossible to hold it in fire. You see the smoke creature cackling wildly, rolling around on the timber. Holy hells, aren't you just absolutely insane? What do you think was gonna happen, idiot? Grit your teeth. You're hilarious. Yeah, gonna do this again. This time we have easier stuff. Yep, done. Shield. Your skin is a shield. Take off your light glove. Please. Confidentially, you reach forth. Oh, Smoky Boy, what a greeting are you doing? With your second hand, you cast Druidcraft, causing the flame to wrap around your hand. Holy hells and bells and stuff! It exclaims and dances around your searing hand. It's not a lot, but you can sway the flames by tackling primal strings. Gods be damned, dude! This is enough. Slowly remove your damaged hand from the fire. Your heartbeat screams in your ears, blood rushing, adrenaline pumping beyond your body. The smoke creature laughs wildly. Haha, you're awesome. Fuck it, I guess you're an elemental lord. I will look the other way. You go ahead and do whatever you want, boss. You hear him cackling as he rolls over and stares into the wall. So you're like the guardian? Something like that. I'm only obliged to attack if you actually steal something. Oh really? That's the little guy. Grab a piece of wood, splinter or the ground like this. The little guys give you a smoky expression. Oh, and don't test me. Keep pushing. Can you have a feeling the method could give something away? Can you give me some examples? I guess an example? He leans back in flames and mutters in a language you don't understand. It leans out of the fireplace and gestures towards the mirror in the corner. For example, if you try to open the safe or something, then I have to attack for real. Look at the mirror and then back to the... Wait, shit, I'm not supposed to say that. Can you forget it, I said? He rolls around a bit on the flame, swearing to himself. Physically frustrated. He snaps its little claw-like fingers and turns back to you while laughing. Fake laughter, obviously. You fell for it, you see. I was merely kidding. Of course there is no safe in the wall behind the mirror. That would be ridiculous if I just blotted that out. Okay. Creature looks around. Okay. Okay, that's it for now. Bye, spirit. He's looking somewhere else, so we can do that. A mirror with something about it. You approach the mirror, realizing that Vera is watching you quite closely. But taking a quick glance, you do see there is surely a hidden safe behind this mirror. I'm gonna need to come back here later. Let's talk. We were just talking, but like outside. The orc stands among fancy furniture. A crackling fireballs lights up her face as you approach. Welcome to the Ascani Ridge Trading Company, cleric. Is the orc lady again? Beware her manipulation. Yes, and also, tell her she looks lovely. You look lovely to meet you again, Agent Vera. Oh, she blinks twice, and then just nods, ignoring him flap. Yes, of course, same to you. Damn it. Not very smooth, dick-ass. She walks over the desk, grabbing a piece of paper. It could be a good idea to search the guild warehouse below. Not only to find some goodies, but also to check what's going in and out the city. This wonderful freestrider lady is the one who decides who comes and goes. So talk her into letting you enter her warehouse. Well done handling the dwarves. Made my life a lot easier. At the very least. I did it for you. That's nice of you. She cringes. Oh, so badly. No, things are really busy out here. We're currently deep in paperwork with a new partner. Oh my gosh. But I can always make time to friend of a freestrider cause. yeah, we are. I have a mimic. That's... She drops her smile. Sorry? Master talk about Mick? Ahoy, ahoy! Her jaw drops. Then her fists go up. No, he's not strangling me or anything. He's just helping me. Mick, serve master. Master is great. She shakes her head as if dazed by the visuals. I see. I have not heard of a tame mimic before. She lowers her fist slowly. He's not tame per se. Then you are even braver than I thought. Well, cleric, you're full of surprises. But please keep that thing hidden around here, just in case we get any guests. Tell me about the griffin. Griffin on the roof. The orc laughs at your words. That really sounds like an amazing tale. I swear I've read it at some point. What? Oh, never mind. Technically, the griffin is not allowed to use our building as a nest. However, by sheer happenstance, it's become one of the many unwritten and unofficial exceptions around here. I have simply learned to make do. As one does. Who owns it? One of our temporary guests. A high-ranking member of the Freestriders. Come to visit for the election. One of those types. And just sleeps here all day? For now. I've heard he'll be heading out after the election. Can't wait. Is it annoying to deal with? Yes. The real answer to do that involved describing griffin droppings, and I'd prefer to keep away from that. Can I fly on it? I'd recommend not. Entirely for the sake of your own health. Unless you've got somewhere to fly off to? Damn it, I don't. If I did, I'd totally try it. Somehow I could imagine. It's all about the griffin. Vera is not happy. What's with the thing in the fireplace? I'm not a thing! Don't mind him, he's harmless. I don't know exactly how he came over the contract, but I believe it was a Cargamisian fellow who handed it over. Smoke method. It keeps tracks of unwanted visitors. So don't touch anything, cleric, unless you like getting seared. She smiles, her tusk gleam. Any news about the shop? She sighs and grabs an envelope on the table. Darrow put a stop to any official investigation. He even had his guardian angel place an arcane lock on the entryway. Anything else? She opens the envelope and reads for you. Bystanders suffered minor injuries. No real casualties found after a quick search of the premises. The flames were put down within the hour. Eyewitnesses indicate the flames appeared alongside a loud explosion. A few unnamed people also mentioned the flames were blue for a short period of time. Blue flames? Huh? The rest goes along with our info. Good to have it corroborated. Where'd you hear all this? She smiles. We have our sources too, my friend. Blue flames, you're not the first to mention that. Indeed. Clearly indicates some type of magical origin. Sorry, I mean esoteric. Esoteric origin, she winks. Call it whatever you want. No, esoteric, I'll give her thumbs up, she knows. And you didn't have any of these witnesses recorded? No, I'm afraid. We heard the halfways had one direct witness who identified himself. A frank fellow, but we found nothing more on that thread. The goblin muttered something to himself. How quick was the search afterwards? She smirks. Apparently only 10 minutes. Damn it, that's quick. What's more interesting is that the official report does not mention any lead investigator apart from Darrow himself and the militia or... So my guess is they just didn't do anything after the militia put out all the flames and secured the structure. That's insane. No, if the Coin Lord ordered it, it is just... Yes, of course, Darrow is infallible. Infallible, the goblin scoffs. It speaks for the city is just simple as. Thanks for the info. Is there anything I can do to help? She walks over to the drawer and pulls out several papers. I've got the perfect task for a strong cleric like yourself. Yeah, you are. She stuffs a yellow document in your hand. Okay. A-E-F-A-S. EFAS. EFA? A-E-F-A. An Ascania Economic Freestrider Accord. We've been unable to hand them out previously due to a number of legal reasons that are being stripped away once if we land in a good position of the future government. So in preparation, we're opening talks with a number of local entrepreneurs. Having this handed out by an official cleric would make the process a lot more official, however, greatly expediting the process. At least our numbers indicate that folk are much more agreeable to city officials than our own staff. I'm guessing you can assume why. You want me to hand out pamphlets? Oh no. She taps the document in your hand. These are legal documents showing every clause in the local EFA at very generous terms that will greatly assist the local corporations in growth, revenue, and stability. We're not all talk, you know? We do actually support local infrastructure and businesses quite heavily. And the first step is getting those businesses to actually join our accord. You want me to hand out contracts? Yes, mostly of them for them to take a look at. Once we get the toasted business on paper, we'll have met our pre-election quota. That will make my bosses very happy. That would make me very happy. 3 businesses, huh? Yes, of course, if you want to deliver them tomorrow, just go ahead. The business is to be established, but not necessarily registered. If you're not sure, you can hand them out anyway. Off the top of my head, I recommend visiting Visken Lee's house and the Drunk Sphinx, of course. But I'm sure you can find more, she winks. Come back once you have hand. I don't know about that. I need access to the guild warehouse. Yes, she takes out her notebook. Have you delivered the documents? Yes. She looks up from her notes and notes. Right, I'll just be waiting to hear back from the sign. You see that case? Should be any minute. You actually have to get some people to sign the papers, it appears. 3 local entrepreneurs, was it? Might be challenged, but let's see. About the tea shop owner. One greasy bird, but he's good at his job. What about him? Where can I find him? No clue. What do you know about him? He's a yobu, speaks through those mimic cry voices. We've worked with him in the past. There was some kind of conflict with the ownership of his property at one point. With the HBWBT, it was resolved. Can I have that spell scroll over there? Points towards her desk. Oh, that. Just a little something left behind by superior during his latest visit. Don't touch it, please. Okay. Oh, that. Okay. I want to know more, but that's good. Neat. My favorite topic. Your own. You're your own favorite topic? Yes. Acting clicky tricky. Do you have any colleagues? Certainly. Daurelius, blah 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 blah. Yeah, tall. What? Who's this dude? No, just one colleague? No, him and his hordes of interns. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Let's just go. Cool. I think there's like little too much text about those things. Just get experience. Thank you, Clary. How kind of you say? God, she's hot. Okay. Oh, did I mention how I really appreciate your appearance? Yes, we are having very wonderful weather today, I agree. Oh, smooth. She's finding the subject. Tell her what you think, what you believe. Hit her with the perfect line. Yes, let's do it. Oh, yeah. The perfect line, the perfect line. Right, you got this. I do. You do. Just say, clear your throat, stammer a bit, and speak. After the election, let's go out and eat. I want to get to know you. Get to know me, you say. She shakes her head, but can't help but let a grin sneak onto her face. Your insistence is a bit enduring, I will admit. So, fine. Yeah, we're gonna get a date. A date with the helmed human. Does sound like a rather memorable night, doesn't it? Nice job, Stat. Glass and Snell make tiny fist bump gesture. The goblin closes his eyes. Dory crosses her arms. Well then, now with that settled, one step closer to the true victory. Okay, that's all. Okay, so this one for emergencies. No. Wait. Is that like 10? Yay! We have it. Protection from evil and good and something. Okay, yes, I know you're working late. So I can't go there, right? Oh, I can. But it doesn't matter because I'm not allowed to go there? Okay. So in the warehouse probably is the bird. So yeah. What's that? Can't reach from that? What? We can try to talk with that druid card. Oh, wait a second. Now we can. I thought we can talk, but we're not. Uh-oh. Where the hell are we? Doesn't sound like a good party. Kid, you're here? Damn it, only one missing. He's a jumpy fellow, a survivor, type of kids that used to make it on his own. Ah, take a route. Ah, but we're gonna do this after break. We're gonna be right back. Not this one. We're back. And the mic. Okay, welcome back. Okay, we can go with this new route. You have expressed some opinions lately. I have. Now you listen to true reason. You see what all this has been is an opportunity. One to share with this tumultuous part of yourself with others. To know that part. Welcome back. Yay. So now that part lives out there, it will stay there for some time, collectivizing into the zeitgeist, growing, decaying, and it festers into an unmanageable base of bureaucracy. That, in its nature, is an election. A general election of leadership and governance is, of course, a complete farce. Attempt to ask yourself, for real this time, what should I vote in election? And I failed. Yeah, no. Asking such a question is not valid, for democracy itself is flawed. How exactly? If you need to ask, then you are not ready to learn. We do have... No, screw that. Why do I feel the need to ask strangers? Because of your intellectual curiosity. Keep asking. Your search for against it for meaning. You know it well. No. What you do is seek support. Your brothers and sisters have different thoughts than yourself, You wish to mingle yours with theirs. That is healthy. You ask to tell, to share the knowledge. Norvik is for the Urfolk. Humans must come first. This is your city. Tss. You ask for lots of different reasons. Number one being because democracy is exciting. The new world is exciting. Vote Freesider March. I know who to vote. You have already made it clear many times. You are a nationalist. Your stomach rumbles. The agrarians are not even represented. This is very upsetting your gut. Nah, I'm ready. Rumbles, I'm nationalist. Yes, you are. Oh no, too many feats. You feel a great deal of knowledge from dealing with this burning question in your heart. Good talk. So we need to pick now, right? Extra proficiency. It's not a bad one. 4 go feet. Your hearing spells are increased by an extra proficiency. Your heal can also be increased by your strength. Nah, let's forget this one and take this one. This scrawny kid sits on the roof of the roller mill. He jumps as he notices you approach. Hey! I'm allowed to be up here. He's taking a stand, proud of him. The boy doesn't actually know if it's illegal to see here. Are you sure about that? Yes? No? I mean, yes? I have some questions for you, boy. Questions? First of all, why are you up here? His body language goes from fight or flight to I guess I'm not going to die tonight. I just come here sometimes after work. So you're not doing anything electric up here? Electric? He doesn't know what that means. Illegal. You know, like drugs or worse, political discourse. What? No! I would never. I don't even know where to get drugs. What about politics, son? He looks at you blankly for a few seconds, barely blinking. No politics. No politics at all? Nope, none. Give it a thumbs up. Good, keep it that way. He nods and tries to look away. Do you like working at the kiosk? Oh yeah, it's good. He's trying not to talk to you, steering the conversation into no. He wants to be left alone. Perhaps you should indulge him? Glance at Snell. He shrugs and leans against one of the giant chimneys. Do your parents know you're out here? Keeps looking out the horizon. No. Boys like him should stay at home. He could easily be picked up by the wrong crowd by acting like this. Careful now, the boy just got real quiet. Uh-oh. They're not around. Mom's gone, dad's dead. That is awful. A child left alone in this world without guidance. This is the kind of boy that should be swooped up by the earth's grace. A glance towards your companion reveals a solemn expression, gazing out over the city. What the fuck do I say to that? What do I say? Nothing? There's nothing to say? A sensitive situation. Just keep it cool. Hang out for a bit. He doesn't say anything. Okay, sit down next to him. Yes, good rotation. Parallel positioning is ideal in a situation like this. He doesn't seem to react at first. Then he says, I don't think about it a lot. I mostly just go to school and then kiosk. Work and study. Good. Honorable. Keep his mind off things. It's understandable. Sympathize. Yeah, I thought so. Oh. We just got +2. Oh, you know what to say. Do I? You have to tell him. Oh no, not that. Sorry, but you have to tell him about that. Oh, the cameras go zoom out. Zooming out. Oh, so here's the thing. The boy doesn't say anything. My dad was crushed by a troll. He looks at you with white eyes. What? The smell was awful, loud. He told me to run, but I was very little. I stood and watched. I remember it all. Just 30 feet down the lane. There was a troll in Norvik? Almost. We lived in the hills. I went on a rampage through the village. Oh. 10 men died that way. My dad was number 8 on the official list. He stopped looking at you. It's not nice, you know, not having that. Yeah. I've heard it's not always great to have one either. Not always. Speaks with pain. I just want to say, he glares across the river once more. You're not alone, Arn. It hurts differently for everyone, but you're not alone. Yeah, thanks, cleric. And, I mean, I'm not really alone. I've got my brother. There is hope in his eyes when he says that. You wish you had a brother. He gets up from the roof tiles. I should get home, he mutters. But yeah, thanks. He gives you a nod. Then he walks away. I don't know if that made difference or just got him confused, but good job. I do my best now. I do my best. Yes, you do. He shakes his head. Yes, you do. Let's go. Okay. Let's go to those guys. Oh, they have someone new. Earthnies. Oh, pretty good. This is a shitty kid, but kind of fun too. If he was your peer growing up, he'd be one of those fucking bullies. That's not a real massive negative on his part. Pretty much a very well adjusted kid bullied you. Ever. But he's got some consciences growing inside that skull of his. If he is surrounded by good men, he will turn out fine. If he's surrounded by evil, that is what his life will be built. Sten Busken. Ah, this time at least this. A boy named after the Dwarven War. The Rock. Unemployed. He's the silent type. He thinks before he speaks. He also thinks he's very cool because of this behavior. There is an air of superiority in his body language, in his speech, in his tone. He thinks he's above it all, even his friends. Hopefully, he will stop thinking such things before it bites him in the ass. They are art folks, all of them. So we have the item that makes us easier to talk with them. Yeah, this one. Lord Cleric. I like your hat, thank you. Hey. The boys greet you with a hesitant collective grand mumble. Cleric! Awesome to see you again. He does a poorly executed fist on a chest salute. Have you joined the Earth Guard? No. We're fighting the good fight for the city, though. Our city. He gestures toward you and him. You join us just in time. We were just about to do a roll call. You're free to join us. What you did down the water lane was very helpful. And while it's a temporary victory, getting that filth off the streets of Tolstad is one hell of an accomplishment. You're truly an inspiration. What a celebrity, the goblin whispers to you with a chuckle. Huh. Yeah, that was. Yes. That's true. Yeah, that was. This time finally at some normal way. So recently she's only sleeping after 10. She's like, wow. Stop kissing ass, just hold the meeting. Fine. He glares at Snell for a second. Alright, Norwegian Resistance members. Thank you for attending today's meeting. Important meeting. Shut up, Goblin, says the lanky kid and Sparky. A tiny fire from his hands. He laughs. You think you look cool doing that? Damn child. The magic ball clears his throat. Esoteric, initiate, Earthnies, here. The large one stands up and raises his fist into the air. Sten Busken! Yes! Don't shut up. Don't shout. The quiet kid's mutter. I'm here. Roll. He gives a nervous look to you. Then he mutters. Master of Whisperers. Your companion stifles laugh. Told you it was a bad title. Should be First Spy. No, that sounds like a magazine protagonist. And a Master of Whisperers doesn't? It was the official title of Earth's Spy Master. Do I look like a master? He hisses. Then goes quiet once more. Rollo awkwardly clears his throat. Also present is the visiting Lord Cleric and his helper. Oh, I'm the help, am I? Look at the bottles in the corner. They've been drinking. You're the best helps, no? Don't you worry, give him a thumbs up. Thank you, Cleric, he says with a tired expression. You boys haven't been drinking, have you? Rory laughs. Then shrugs with a wry smirk. I mean... if you have, I will kill you. His smile drops. What? You heard me. Act tough in front of you. Stan starts looking around, looking for the vault. Isa gives him a mean look. Scare them, honorably straight. It's strictly prohibited for Off-Guard to drink. We're not Off-Guard. Turn the face to the gothic boy. Not yet. Rollo holds up his hands and mumbles. Look, we're not drinking. We're here on serious business. Yeah, Stan exclaims. We couldn't afford to anyhow. Shut up, Stan. Your companion rubs his temples. You guys seems organized enough. Thank you. We've worked really hard to help out before the election. We're just one small offshoot here in Tolstad, but there are tons of members of the Norvican resistance around the city. It's a big political movement. He gives the three other kids a nervous look. I mean, we're getting there. He claps his fist to his chest. Meeting begins. The large boy cheers. Sweet. When do we go home? Home? No, There's not that much to talk about, right? Yeah. My dad doesn't like it when I stay out like this. Come on, you guys! The election's just around the freaking corner. He says freaking instead of fuck as a habit. Do not upset his sensitive parents. And I've got a mission. Big mission. Like actually... Do you mean a quest? Yes, exactly a quest. I've received words from our contact. You know, the short guy with the weird beard. A halfling or dwarf? No, just a short human. A resistance movement member? Yeah! We don't have too much info on the other groups, but there's this guy we call Shield Guard. He's in the palace. Probably his cleric. He knew magic and stuff. They sure tell you a lot of secretive organization. Amateurs. Word? A letter. He drops off a letter with the resistance seal. He smirks. Half of Earth's red eye and half a shield. It's really cool. It's really not. What are your orders? Just like he told us about the chant being printed here on Tolstad, this time he let us know about another problem. An even bigger threat. Lovers box? What? No. Capitalism? No, well, kind of. Racism? No. Although hatred against human is a big issue. Against human. The delusionment of the youth? No. Gender inequity? No. The lack of religious fervor in the populace? No, but also yeah, but no. Asgalists? No, not this time. Priest Riders? No, it's... No, wait, yes! Yes, it's Priest Riders. I knew it! He told me that the Ascani Reach Trade Company, that's a Priest Rider company, they apparently have some very important documents hidden in their office on the water line. Specifically, a contract for a deal called the Arbor Accords. He wants us to... Actually, he didn't specify what we should do. He never really does. But he strongly implied that we should seize it. For the state. But you know, without being detected. Stealthily. He wants you to steal from a free-starter company. He wants us to seize it. Stealthily, he repeats. Tell me more about this contract. Shrugs. It's apparently very secretive, but the contract is kept inside all of the office? What do you know about this company? It's an evil freestarter parasite, sucking the city from its resources. It's all made clear in our manifesto. Can I read it? No, it's members only. You only get to read the manifesto of the organization after you've already joined? Yes? Since you're already invested at the point. You can't leave even if it's the wackiest manifesto since the hedonists. Hilarious. What do you know about the building? I heard it's guarded pretty heavily. They've got a hippogriff on the roof. Griffin, it's Griffin. So this is the building that we just found this ash thing. Fairy. Demonarian lands, yeah. Whatever. Don't think there's a magical logs though. That's usually hard for places with a lot of movement going on. The Goblin Queens, you sure know a lot about security kit. In response, the kid looks around. My brother works at the locksmith. He does arcane locks sometimes. So what are you going to do? He thinks for a second. We just need to sneak in. When it's dark, locate the safe and crack it. It's apparently hidden behind a mirror. The info wasn't very specific, but hey, how many mirrors can they have, right? The boy silently and tensely glanced around the roller mill. Like I said, that doesn't want me out on the streets at night, so I must keep. Isn't stealing illegal? Yes, Stan, it is. Don't be pussies. Their leader gives a frustrated groan. This is the real deal. We can make a difference. Rolo, I don't think it's a good idea. You know what the freestarters do. Oh yeah. Litigation. I agree, it's a bad idea. Damn it. He then turns to you and opens his mouth, then he closes it and shakes his head. He has a mission, yet is unable to complete it. Perhaps it's a quest truly meant for you instead. Sneaking in and stealing sounds honorable. But should you really do it if it's a freestrider joint? There are infiltrators. Take from them. It was not there to begin with. Well, screw it. We'll make up some excuse, but that sucks. Unless... He says and gestures towards you. Unless the cleric here wants to do it. Then yeah, sure. We'll skip it. I have some questions about T-Shop? Sure, hit me. All of you, I need the truth. Well, I'll tell you anything we know. Yeah. Where were you on the day of explosion? I was home. Same. The quiet kid nods. What about you? Pointed the lanky kid who keeps casting fire cantrips. He clears his throat. I was at Tolly's place. His dad can vouch for it. And if I did have the power to cause explosions like that, I wouldn't use it to blow up a tea shop. Even if it was a Nazgal rat hole. Oh, you were all home then, during lunch, on a work day? They nod. Well. My little brother was close though. Thanks Earth he didn't get hurt. He told me about the fire being weird or something, probably magical. So yeah, esoteric bullshit. He works in the kiosk on Pillar. Oh, you're brothers. Okay. What do you know about the tea shop owner? Some bird folk, I don't know. Never talked to the guy. The rest of you? They shook collectively. You ever hang out in the tea shop? No, of course not. It was an Asgal hangout. Melissa was there a lot, from what I understand. But she knows a lot about it. Melissa? Great, just say the word if you need anything else. Okay, I will do that contract. What? Awesome. I'm gonna do this for the city. Good to hear. He gives you a bad salute. Don't get caught or anything. If you do, you don't know us. Sure. He nods. Good luck, or be blessed. That's all. Those are weird guys. Okay. So let's go and try to get to that place. Can we? Can we do something about that finally? You approach the tea shop door once more. Still not possible. No reason. How long does it until the spells end? It doesn't say how long. What's that on top? Who's that? And it's gone. What the hell? Dude, we haven't been here. Oh, is that a freaking zombie here? Tenshin Han? Somehow we missed that place. Earth. Still. Cozy spot, amazing. Our house, yeah. Fresh apple. It's branching. A branch from the majestic apple tree in the magistrate yard, a sign of humanity's greatest ability to grow and nurture the natural world. The tree was modeled like a gift from a lady sage leaf. Seen anything suspicious lately? Concerned Glaze. When he turns to the tree and grows. You better answer quick if you wanna keep your leaves, buddy. The tree doesn't respond. Damn, guess we'll never know. Okay, let's climb. Yes. With a heave and a hoe. Great job on your climb. We'll stay down here though. You'll make it lovely. Ah, that's worth it. Oh, this is much better. Shards of you are actually a lot. Come on, let's take the one apple. Damn it. Like, this is climb. I don't still have. Ouch. In a sense, I made it. A truly ancient piece of history. Okay. Okay, let's go to the old guard. This is government property? I don't care. I mean, I do care, but also I don't. There was this big guy. Oh, there's someone new here. Pray. No, I didn't want to pray. Prepare spells. Yeah, because we can take more now. This. Knock. Speak with a knight. Yeah, let's take it. Alignment, charm person, comprehensive language, and career wounds. Okay, amazing. Someone's putting it together step by step. Yeah, we did that. Okay. Yahain, clanless. Oh my gosh. Okay, 8. Halfling. A halfling, one of many who lives in Norvik, especially after the Golden Line. Okay, I'm stuck. You see a halfling girl standing by the shrine. She gives you a tired glance. Hey! She groans and rolls her eyes. Can you leave me alone? Look, the cleric just wants to ask some questions. Why don't mean to impede you in any way? Yeah, well, you're still doing it. The impending, so bye. The painful dismissal of a teenage girl. How horrifying. You are annoying her. You should go. It hurts. Refuse. Yes, barely, but we managed. You stand your ground before the halfling. Her angsty eye rolls, hits you hard, but there are nothing for your nerves of steel. I refuse. Fine, stay or go. I don't care. Translation: fuck off. I care a lot. Your goblin companion shrugs. What are you waiting for? I'm not waiting for anyone. So you're just hanging out here at night by yourself? He glares at you. That sounds pretty sad, not gonna lie. Screw you. Her rage almost makes her growl at you. I'm waiting for my boyfriend, okay? And when he gets here, he's gonna kick your ass. I'm so scared. Is that sarcasm? Good. Excuse me, I was being sarcastic. She stomps her foot in the hearthstone. Go! Oh no, I better run. No, I didn't want to go. Is there anything I can help? She shrugs. Can I have some crowns? Sure, how much? I don't know, 50? Okay. She looks a bit shocked. Oh, she pockets it instantly. Thanks. What you gonna spend it on? She crosses her arms and strikes a stoic pose. Look, it's going into the Eichhorns Fund, my family. I work double shifts at Jammery to support my cousins, since I'm here safe and they're not. Jammery, nickname for the jam factory on the north wall. It smells quite lovely when you walk past it. The darkness falls upon her face. Safe from the Golden Horde. The Golden Horde's invasion into Western Ascania is quite horrific. Because the invasion. Duh. They can't support themselves? Of course not. The Kohnyu Commonwealth had half its territory stolen, and there is a massive embargo going on. And there's like a ton of evidence showing that those damn Celestials are forcing a bunch of other nations to block trade with us. So yeah, they need help. Why don't they just get some clerics to cast create food and water? That's... I don't know, is that an easy spell to cast? There's a ton of Lady Fair clerics back home. I'm sure they cast it all the time in that case. I mean, it's a third level spell, but it does create a ton of food and drinkable water. Oh wait, I did hear they had emergency aid from clerics in some of major homes. Basically, there were about 100,000 of my people displaced when the golden line was drawn. It got really bad. Even now, over 10 years later, it's still bad. How much do you send them? Half my salary. It's like 200 crowns a month. Do you send the monies to support any kind of resistance? That's... ouch, sensitive topic. Of course. It's a common knowledge that most young halflings are more or less in active resistance against the Golden Horde. No, of course not. That would be illegal. Smooth. So you're saying you're not supporting the resistance? I would say that I'm an active supporter of the independence of the clan lands and the sovereign rule of halflings over the Kohnyu Commonwealth. Duh. Why did they invade? They're insane. Genocidal conquerors? Like, have you seen any of them? They're creepy all hells. Okay, move on. Just say something nice about halflings. No need to get all preachy. She gives you a tired look. Snells gives you a slight intrigued look. Mick does not give a look. You don't think he's listening. I stand with my halfling neighbors. We need all the help we can get. If you want to send money or talk about it in the press or anything, please do. Okay, I will. Okay, I'm done. I don't know if I will. I just want to be nice. What do you think about the statue? Yeah, perfect metaphor. Crack in half but still standing. Okay. So we, the only thing I do know what we can progress is giving those papers to the entrepreneurs, which would be Sphinx, which would be maybe the one that helped us with the book. The kiosk boy? No. Who's also like an entrepreneur? I don't know. The cleric, lovely to see you here. And her an AFEF. She looks over the document. Oh, thank you, but I've already got one. It's right in my office. Old Rix here's got some sources of her own, you see? But this is a great reminder. I'll be sure to sign it soon. Maybe read through it first? Don't worry, I have. She smirks. Good business process, you know? Now I'll finally be able to deal in the future again. Time to make some money. That's actually not something we want to, but okay. No, tell him no. Having a drink, are you? Wait, no, your cleric don't drink. Darn. Well, happy to share your company at least. Okay. No. Toast for you, sure, great. Put it back. What about this guy? This map is freaking big for this slow walking speeds. Viscan. Let's go to Viscan. Or whatever your name was. It's empty. What the hell? Cozy spot. Spot was starting empty. You can still share him. No corpses? Isn't there? It's fear. You must grow studier. Leave it alone. Okay. Trying to figure out everybody's so gone. That might be. Dude, what's that? Tiny primal spirit. Let's talk with that. Some more. Okay. What the hell? Human. We can't give you that. Okay. It's a shame. Just going randomly. One badge. No, but if we have... I want to cast on this. No, I cannot. Okay, Okay, can we send Snail to go away? This place is insane, yeah. I mean, I don't agree since I grew up here, but I can imagine you grew up here. Well, one of the bigger complexes, yeah. Where do I sleep tonight? I don't care. I don't know, cleric. He gives you a defeated look. Can't the city pay for something? You're cleric, for God's sake. Can I sleep with you? No, and seriously, don't phrase it like that. Maybe I can sleep with Visken. You're probably too warm for him. And don't phrase it like that. Can I sleep in a goblin garden? No, or, I mean, he thinks about it for a second and then once again says, nope. I can just sleep here. Just here? Yeah, it's not so bad. Right here? He's reacting to your current environment. Oh, maybe not. Yeah. I can't just not sleep, that's fine, right? Are you asking for permission? You'll get exhausted if you don't sleep, cleric. If you do not take a long rest before dawn, you get 6 level of exhaustion. 8 hours? Okay. If you get 10 levels exhaustion, you die. Okay, I should... I guess I can ask Kohnyu. Yeah, Darrow's your boss on the job, isn't it? Guess you got another thing to talk to him about. Fun. Well, you're scared of mushrooms, I'm not, but the mushroom lady said you were. Okay, fine. I don't like him. They're freaking and mushy and smells like mold. Just plain don't like them. He's talking like a scared child. But I'm not taking questions. I'm not taking questions on it. So, anything else you want to? What's your position on all this? Whatever you mean by that, cleric. Why are you helping me in this rough world of ours? I'm here on behalf of Lady Sageleaf. Will be done to say. I have some other questions. Oh, there was a cool one. Isolate, I can head off if you want to. Go solo. Still looks at you with tired, almost delirious maniac. And leave you here by yourself? Look around. You also look around. Yes, I'm going to bed. Besides, fine, I'm tired, I'm going home. See you tomorrow, cleric. You know, stand alone. Where are we gonna go? I don't know. Hey, oh. Yeah, here's a I see, I've heard of it. It would be considered. Anything else? Nope. Can I sleep like here? I don't know where to sleep. Was there any bed or anything like that? Well, let me... How was I able to get there last time? Through here? Maybe, yeah. Where are you gonna go? Next to Griffin? Are you gonna be able to go? No, it's here. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Let's try. Damn it. Okay, that failed. Oh, I lost my train of thought. I don't know. A hack? No! Almost. Let's improve the wisdom for a moment. This gives, yeah, this gives 1 wisdom. This also gives wisdom. Okay, let's do it again. Because of course we can, right? 1 hit point, nice. +1 only? Why it's only... How does... Ah, this is success, okay. How does one wake up sleepy? Poke it? No. Answer is simple. You sing. Clear your throat, excitedly. A little lullaby will do. Oh, little bird, spread your wings. Don't be afraid of the deep dark things. Crawling and creeping and being so bad. Everybody wants you not be sad. Exactly. Yes, we walk it. Oh, so you can get past now. Did you make that up on the spot? Wonderful. Thank you, Griffin. It yawns in a way you didn't think creatures with beaks could do, and gives you a tired look. Sometimes it pays off to be handsome and talented. Amazing. Intelligent eyes, hungry eyes. Thank you for your time, Griffin. What the... Where's Griffin? Did it just run away? You take a few steps away from the top entrance, you have to find yourself positioned before out of the window. It's dark inside. While Waterlines never sleeps, the Free Stargers are clearly busy these days before the election. How is it locked? Good question. Looks like simple mechanism on the inside. Won't be impossible to get it open, just a bit hard. Okay. Ah, we had this exclamation mark here. Yes. A few words. I never look at those exclamation marks here. I need to pay attention because the dialogue's on the right side and the bottom left. Just like this thing I do. A few words and a hand placed upon the glass. Then the booming noise echoes and the rocky singing of Waterland. And the window slides open in an instant. No one probably figures that the sudden appearance of the iconic knock sound means that someone is trying to break in. Don't worry about it. Time to enjoy the spoils. Oh, we're thieves now. Three cities. It was supposed to look away, but let's first... Why do I need to... Why do I need to do that? That this was supposed to... Hey, awesome guy. I ain't seeing anything. I didn't even notice you enter. Oh boy. I'm sure our cleric isn't here seeing all the cool loot. That'd be terrible. Exactly. Okay, you know what? So if we're doing the stealing, we can improve dexterity. This one gives +1. +1. +1 wisdom, constitution. Let's do this. Oh, lockpick jobs. I should take this one before. Beautiful. Oh, ideal. I wonder what will happen if we fail. Don't we gonna have another chance? We will never know. Inspect the safe. Looks like you need the key. Thick walls handle the words Orion and Glut are hammered in the front of plate. This would be difficult to get in without the proper tools. You want to crack the safe? I want to use a spell. You say the words and wave your hand in front of the safe. As you do, a loud crackling bang fills your ears. It might be loud, but no one probably cares. You hear the method swearing to itself. Way too loud, you idiot! But quit it. I didn't hear shit. Guess I'm deaf. As your door glides open suddenly, you see inside a stack of papers, soundlessly, bound by a leather strap. Orange ledger. As you do, you realize how light it is. Is this just one paper? Who? What the hell? Why would they keep a single contract alone in a safe? It must be juicy. You look over the text real quick. It's easy enough to understand what it means. The contract is between the Ascani Rates Trade Company and the city of Norvik. What's it about? The contract states that from the 1st of Beltan on the morrow of the Blood Night, that is 4 days after the election, the land rights of 15 collective ports across Norvik will be transferred to a bunch of company names you've never heard of. Then there's the signature of those businesses. They're all magistrates. One of them says Nicholas Darrow. The city is selling off every port in the city? If the people knew, there would be panic. Genius move, honestly. This means the Free Striders will get control of the city no matter what happens on election day, and the magistrates will all get rich. Now that you've got that info, you better get out of here. But should I release this somehow? Perhaps. Yes. This is harmful for the city. Pure corruption. Yeah. You're not gonna stop it either way. You should turn it back to Vera later on. Tell her you got it from some thief on Waterlane. You could make some friends with it and enemies, so be careful who you show it to. Democracy is in grasp. It festers. It dies. Right. Should get out of here. Okay, cool. Let's go out. So that's a big one. Yeah, exactly. Wanted to get here. Approach a goods hatch. This is a very small good hatch. This whole building appears to have been repurposed into a warehouse. Otherwise, making it tiny would have been very silly. Pick the lock with this only one. Okay. Succeed. With just a bit of finesse, the lock cracks open. Quite literally. This rusty piece of shit won't ever close again. Open the hatch. As you peek inside, you see a rope attached to the wood, tumbling down into the open space below. Mick will help Master climb. Mick can hold the rope with teeth. Very strong. Cool. Okay, let's go there. Where the hell are we going? Dude. Guild warehouse. One of those potions looks esoteric. Let's take it. We found it. We found the freaking bird guy. What are those bikes? Tiny bikes. You stare at the rack of hanging tiny bicycles. A form of transport. I know what's that. Some of them very tiny. Pocket bikes. The dream of every kid in Norvik. You stare at the tiny bikes. Try touching one. A quick tap reveals the lack of an esoteric tingle. Probably why they're here, covered in dust. Can I write on those? Unless you're the size of a goblin with the reduce spell cast on him? No. He would look like a jester, but not in a good way. It would be a challenge, one not worth it. Right. So, get closer to that, dude? Ah. Still out of reach. The mind expansion. What's that? Grants a mind or intelligence increase for a week. For a week. How long is this game? How many weeks do we enchant ability? Okay, 4 hours. helm. Oh, nice. You pick up the polished salad helm, sand flowing from its orifices. But before you remove it from the box entirely, you sense your scarf rushing to your aid. Ah shit, not again. You see something shift in the sand in the crate. Uh-oh. It is the sand that is shifting. Not again. -5. You notice, you're a noticer. And Mick keeps you alert. Okay, easy. This time we managed. In a heartbeat or faster, you pull back your gloves and hands. You watch as the sand attempts to rush forward. The shape of it's like slithering esoteric creature and just barely graze you before sinking back into the box. Haha! Won't get you again, you damn spooky blood-sucking and monster thing. Then the sand goes silent. Still once more, look at it. Nice job. But yeah, the sand isn't really sand. Good job getting the helmet though. It looks really nice. Now close the lid. You do so quickly. The sun seems to calm down underneath. Welp. Okay, I'll leave this thing alone. Be happy about your new helmet. Great, amazing. I think I'm gonna drink those potions. Okay. +1. Great. 10. Dexterity. Cool. What about this guy? 15. Oh, that's full. Bird folk. But oh, we would know there's like 20. And we would know if he's good or bad. It's just a crate, right? But what's the rhythmic thumping noise? You're kidding. The bird is actually... The tea shop owner is his... Come on, really? This must be the silliest, most idiotic and plain stupid plan you've ever seen enact. Even if he's one of those bird people who are able to survive without food or water for weeks. Okay, listen up. This bird is inside the crate. And once you get it open, you'll be in for an interrogation. So be ready. He will try to talk himself out of it, but don't worry about that. Just focus on getting him to tell you the actual truth. Be rough or smooth, doesn't matter. You approach one of the many largest crates in this. Hello? Noise coming up from inside. After speak, the drumming noise stops. Then after a short break, it starts up again. Knock on the crate. As you do, the drumming noise stops. Look at the crate. The crate looks in a turn. At you in turn. I think I'm gonna come here with... yeah, I'm gonna come back here later. with a snare. Snail. Is that the rat? No. So where do you sleep in this game? You know what? Wait a second, where is it? Let's go to the... Let's try to jump through... No. Let's not. Let's find a place to sleep. I was thinking about jumping the well inside the Sphinx. Yeah, how do you mean no reason? We can click on that. That's how you do it. As you do, the supple movement of the cat appears as not supple anymore. Then it snaps. Your mind appears to translate it all in the form of your understand. Sir Triban, you hear a loud scoff coming out of the tiny creature. Been a long time since one of your birds learned to speak. Do not call me cat. This is an idiotic way to greet someone. I'm Sir Triban of the Stones in the Waters. You shall address me as such. Of course, Sir Triban. He's full of himself, as he should be, honestly. I'll be frank, Humano. Never cared too much for your kind. Humano. Understandable. The brute is subservient, eh? Fitting for your kind. Well, what do you want? I'm not sharing prey with you, if that's what you're expecting. The cat speaks in a slight cat speech accent, which is logical, but still quite strange to hear from a creature of his stature. What's it like being cat? The cat hisses. He really doesn't like that word. Sorry, what's it like being a feline? I'm a shadow. I move unseen. I hunt. I stalk. You would not understand, brute. For you are clearly so far below the default, you cannot ever truly comprehend what it's like. Sick. You're not so far away from getting it though. You see anything suspicious lately? You. Ouch. He's right though. You live out here? Of course not. Don't be daft. I live in a wandering chicken under the earth. And under the earth. As a respectable creature would. Ah, of course. The guy insane. Can you repeat that? No. He makes an annoyed sound. Now, vete. Do you enjoy living in a chicken house? Somewhat. Though my homestay servant is quite the eccentric woman, so do with that knowledge as you wish. A cat lady being eccentric? You've never heard of such thing. Pity his ego enough to get actual answers. You want real answers? Pity his ego. Easiest way to do that is to compliment him, but not so compliments, hard compliments. You're a legendary creature of the dusk and dawn, Sir Triban. The coast trembles at your presence and longs for your presence. Yes, well, the cat mumbles. Birds will surely write songs of my accomplishment. That is true. They will. Now, is there anything else you can think of that would be useful for me to hear? The cat yawns. Will you go away if I do? Absolutely. He sighs in a deep grumble and the type of noise you did not expect to come out of a cat. Fine. The blue fire awoke me from my slumber. Had I been closer, my whiskers would have been fired. Right. Blue fire? Who's telling the story? Do not interrupt me, brute. I wanted to know what caused this ruckus in my territory, so I kept watch. The green munchkins run around like crazy, trying to put out the flames. You should call Snell that. I saw a brute, like you, but in garish yellow cloth being interrogated by some of them. Many yellow. King in yellow. Free Strider, perhaps? And once the fire was out, which did not take long, the one who should have wings appeared. Celestial. On her orders, what do you call it? Tea shop? Yes, they hammered and shut. Then she did something. Wave and glow on it. That's it. Now leave. I have more question first. Oh, for the love of... Okay, thank you for the time. Break the spell, leave. Okay, that was interesting. Huh? So what's that? Up in the air, 10 or so feet over the monolith greasy field, you appear at the outline of a bubble. Sits fixed by the push of some unknown force, clearly to have affected by wind or anything else material. An esoteric pocket in the making. Look closer, it is still forming. I remember the alcohol pocket? That thing started out just like this. If you really want to find out what kind of pocket it will be, you'll probably have to gonna waste some time here, but that couldn't be neat. Could be a chance to impress the goblin, turn him even more into your loyal follower, or something akin. Your past experience tells you an approximate time, 1 hour. In 1 hour it will form into something solid. I should make sure it doesn't turn into a major issue. Yes, it is your duty. Actually this time, this shit's even mentioned in your contract. Okay. Oh, yes, this is esoteric. Old master play with many bubbles like this. Ask your scarf. Why did your old master play with esoteric pockets? Old master did book a lot. Write word. Read word. Many books. Many about bubble. Old mastery go to bubble. Cast magic and watch what happen. Mick was here with on many trip. Never in not dungeon though. Well, now you get to see one up here, I guess. Yes, very happy Mick. If Mick had not dungeon was so big, Mick would have gone to not dungeon in less time. If I have to spend 1 hour, answer pocket is unreasonable. If you leave for a second, might be gone. You know well, the esoteric is much impacted by surrounding sentience. If a thinking mind is near, if it is observed, the pocket will act rationally. Okay, spend 1 hour. Late night hours. Real fun time to stay out on Tolsta. A cool ocean gust. Come far from Yours Point, entering your helm, leaving your face damp. This is the kind of night heroes are created. The kind when dark forces emerge from the chasm, to be beaten back by the bellowing horns of the light. Focus on the pocket. Narvik has a recorded rate of 0.15 rate of depth. Daily esoteric point formation. This rate is similar to other coastal cities. Few of these pockets results in anything above a 1-star danger rating also well. The current rate for anything higher 1 in 10. Thus, this pocket before you will arguably not result in anything dangerous or interesting. But it's still your job to deal with it. If someone finds out you didn't deal with it, this pocket, and turns into like a 4-star lava biome or something, you're screwed. And you might be able to wiggle your way out of the trouble, but really, considering how many people you know here on the specific piece of Tolstad right now for the investigation, look up. Above the shimmering pocket, far up, you see the moon. Okay, what's the moon? Okay. Alone in the blah blah blah, circling around the white. It's blue ring. It shines particularly bright on this cloudless night, even this grassy field. This spot, this is where you will wait. Stare at the pocket. Isn't there a saying about this? Something about not staring at esoteric pockets? Close your eyes, maybe fall asleep? Cool, rigid, wet, hard. Despite this, your body screams for rest. Don't fall asleep. Your question is met with silence. As time passes before and beyond all this, an instant for the man in the internal pool. Man? What man? Never mind. A distraction and tingle growing. Awaken. Your intuition was correct, as always. You waited 1 hour, and now you get to witness this esoterical event. It is forming. It has become. The earth is falling, or... Oh, it is you. Lail? This must be gravity repelling pocket. It will surely kill you. Focus. Unless you wanna be floating around up here for hours, it's time to perform a feat of gravitational acrobatics. Everything is unstable. You can sense it in the pocket shell. You must make it to the lower before it ends, or you will hurt yourself in the fall. You drift higher. Is he ordering you to do so? Figure out how to go down? Yes, we manage. Descent. Pocket sand. What? Simple. You throw some pocket sand and upwards with force. The particles act as equals and opposite. Okay. Grab in your pockets and toss gravel upwards. You do so, scattering the pebbles and dust into the air like 1,000 little glimmering gems against the utterly black night sky. Then, you descend. Just according to plan. The moment you touch earth, the pocket destabilizes. It shouts out. The bubbles pops. Gravity returns to normal. You lie on the wet grass. Get up while groaning. You're discombobulated. But you are whole. Look up. The pocket is gone. The world returns to normal. Without that esoteric feeling. Just grass, moon, cold air. Complete calm and quiet. The grass beneath your feet is cold and wet. Regular cold and wet. You did well with this strange thing. It was a bit funny. Take a deep breath and then live. What the hell was that? There's no thing, no rewards. What the... do we sleep in... Okay, I think I do remember now, maybe. Not sure. There was a place, I think, inside, right? Like a bed? Like here? Like here, right? No, I should stop it. So where was the bed? Nowhere? Pray? And tranquility. No, I don't want to... Okay, well, I'm gonna look. Esoteric Ebb. Long rest. How do you do that? I think I've also am the same point however. Oh my god, there was like spoilers. Spoilers. Okay, whatever. Let's go to sleep. One second level spot only. Ah, second level. That's totally not enough sleep. How do we feel? How much? Where's exhaustion? Out of hit dice? Wait a second, I cannot sleep? Just like that? Okay. There was something in the spoilers tower, so let's go there, but it was closed. But let's take a look. Could go. Uh-oh. You hear footsteps coming from behind. Shit. Your body tenses. Do not falter. It's unexpected. So, who's first? No, come on. They were waiting for Snow to leave. Wait. Magical dodger. Aim to your chest. Huh? It lands. Piercing the chainmail. Still on the flesh. Just a little blood. It will be fine. Adrenaline pumping. Let's go. Yeah, the situation screw up. Can't talk your way out of this one. However, you could probably try to confuse him. Try to dodge. Yeah. Okay. We dodged. You sidestep up the way, your feet moving before you can even think. You're able to dodge the dagger now. Dodge the act of the not getting hit. You should try it. Don't stop, this bastard sure won't. You must destroy the attacker. You must know. Yeah, I do. Once again, the assassin goes for his thrust, this time aiming at your throat. Step out of the way. Ah, wow. You jolt your body to the side and then dagger strikes the side of your helm. You're standing, but not for long. The assassin just stands there, his blade drenched in your blood. How are you? He's amazed over your resistance. That tickled. It's time to act. Strike back. Crawl up into a ball and scream. Scare him away. Come on! Oh, yes, we got another success because of something. Think about it, this fellow is clearly just going in for it, wildly and professionally. With a little push, you can get him off your back. All you need is step forward. The masked one flinches as you push yourself forward. Good, now say something badass. Or fucked up. The sacrifice is here. No, this will be fun. Okay, no, the sacrifice is here. Your blood will pay the tribute. My ritual is complete. What? He stumbled backward. Fuck this. You hear the muffled voice of Dustin from beyond the mask. Sounds like a kid. Is this teenager? Gee. He takes a step back and mumbles some strange words. Stop right there. Before you can reach him, a cloud of esoteric mist poofs into existence from his hand. The assassin is gone. Catch your breath. How horrific. Someone's really trying to kill you. Apart from the wounds you sustained, of course. The fact that there for sure is an assassin of your lives is pretty bad. Like it's going to be hard talking your way out of the next time the guy tries to end you. You can't let him the upper hand like this. You gotta be alert, like faster. You will have to be stronger next time in order to capture this foolish spellcaster. This has to be connected to the D-shop. Don't be so hasty. That was Misty Step at the end here. Could this be Rogue spellcaster? It's probably not an official Saints magic user. No, that would be ridiculous. The city does not hire esoteric killers like this. Of course, sorry, it is. No other explanation. Your guess. The masked one is a warlock out for blood. We'll have to catch him to find more. That bastard really did try to catch me off guard and alone. Yeah, he's clearly a coward. Not that Goblin would be able to do much, of course. You missed now. I'll get him next time. You sure will. Good attitude. Let's not stay here. Time to go. Out of hit dice. What the hell again? What? A key with a note. Cleric, go to sleep. Okay. Cleric goes to sleep then. This is my... Nice. Nice job stealing the key. Didn't. The Kohnyu fellow was probably just gonna say something annoying stuff. Before you lies a bedroom. Can I go to sleep now? Yes, your body is weary. It's a waste of time, but sure, go ahead. Why do I have sleep? That's the spirit. You stay awake for more than 48 hours and you will die. Taking a long rest restores your hit points, hit dice lowers your exhaustion to 0 and returns your spell slots. 8 hours, so it's gonna be pretty late. Not really, what is this thing? It's a bed. It doesn't look like a bed. Leather bound and filled with ox clippings. Somewhat soft. A bedroll. I see, like one of those things adventurers use when sleeping on a journey. Yes. A real man can sleep anywhere, including this rugged piece of work. At least there's no snoring here. Remember the barracks? You hear only wind here and the occasional giant seagull call. It will be a good place to rest. Okay, let's rest. And actually I'm gonna also go to rest, but let's see that. You lie down on your bedroll, finding sleep difficult. As you stare, you think about your quest. The star witness, the man in yellow. Frank, son of Frank, it might just be a dead end, though you've got a distinct feeling that he's lurking somewhere below. Are just gonna be all quests here? But you still haven't even entered the tea shop? It's probably time to do that tomorrow, unless you want to be contrarian. I don't know how to enter that thing. Which is fine, you're allowed to be contrarian, I'm just saying. It's the mystery of the tea shop campaign, not the I'm gonna dungeon crawl all day campaign. Ah, screw you. Anyway, as your mind wanders, you realize you still have not entered the tea shop. Your main quest here on Tulsa. I know! Okay. You focus on a lot of other things, so it's understandable, but perhaps now it's time. Yeah. So many loose threads, but don't worry, you've got time. I don't know how to enter the tea shop. You still need to locate the tea shop owner. I know where it is. I know, I just need to wait for Goblin. It's time to delve deeper, past the below. Among its many secrets, some path has to go deeper. Before you know, 8 hours have passed. You successfully complete your long quest. Yes, quest done. Okay, good. Cha-cha. Wake up. Another day full of trouble. The end is near. You're unsure exactly what to do this forenoon. Perhaps a walk to start things off. You really gotta finish this today, or else people are gonna talk. I'm already on day 3. Feel stressed. Time moves fast when you're running around like a headless chicken. The election looms. I have so much stuff to do. Yeah, brother. Time to get work. I'm not feeling too good. This is literally how you feel like 50% of the time. More sleep would help. Start your day. Okay, we're gonna end. And here we need to put what we're gonna need to do next time. Check tower. Check this place. Then go to Sphinx. Then Snell. Then bird. Then amazing name for the save file. Tea shop. Yeah. Then tea. Okay, amazing. Okay, I'm gonna see you on Wednesday. Yeah, we'll see how far we will go. I hope it's like past half of the game, really. Only 1% of people. That's actually nationalized. Go to sleep without speaking to Darrow. Yeah, that's fine. It's fun. Anyway, got to go. See ya Wednesday. Bye. Yep. Still. Always.